Here, you know what I'm saying? This just in. 3 sucker MCs were knocked over by the microphone assassin. He's blasting. Brings trucks, brings the schooler from the checks I've been cashing. Bashing miles who ain't down with my shit. Ow. Can't even count how many hoes that I've been with. My rhymes and a mic are like a corporate merger. They go together with Randy Cut and a cheeseburger. The day that J-Roc loses his flow is the day that hair on Jim Leahy's bald head grow in escrow. My rhymes are being kept. I've been kicking it while other motherfuckers slept. I'm the microphone assassin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Teenage Club Podcast. I'm your host, Lucas, and I'm joined by my host, Isaac.
Hello.
And today, we have a very, 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 very special episode, because we're joined today by two guests at
Two
the same
guests.
time.
The double whammy.
This is the first time?
This is the first time, and probably the last time.
Tarren. Force them up in here.
Tarren.
Yep.
And Dante.
Hi.
Also known as Ginzo.
Hi.
You may have known him. You may have...
Hi.
You may have heard him.
You might have heard
Probably
this man before.
Probably not.
If your name is like Rebecca Twiney, then you probably know all about me. I'm not a fan.
Dude, you just like made some like fangirl over you right there, actually.
She already is
Yeah.
like a fan. Well, she was. I don't know if she still was, but she's like, yeah. I don't want to derail it towards me. Sorry.
Don't you have
That's
like a
literally
Twitter?
what the episode is. The episode is about
guess.
us.
Yes.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like she's the first person that was like I hate using this term, but it's like applicable, like a stan. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's like she literally, okay, it was kind of creepy, but like it was cool. It was nice, but it was like, whoa. Like, she got all my songs on my first album on SoundCloud like past 1,000 listens just on her own, and they were at like 200 each or so. And like she got one of my songs, Rona Freestyle, up to like 1,400 listens. Like, she like streamed the fuck out of it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is she a Shoreline person? Or she's just some random fan?
Yeah, she's like, I think a sophomore.
Oh.
She wants to have sex with you.
This is a real person we're talking about that just might hear this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
if she hears that I'm on a podcast, like, maybe. So,
Yeah,
Rebecca,
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
Rebecca, I appreciate you a lot. You're my first, like, fan, and that shit is really cool.
You described it as creepy, actually, about 1 minute
It got
ago.
to a point where it was not, but she's really... No, not creepy, but it's like, because I've never actually experienced that level of, like, someone actually being, like, into...
No,
like,
yeah,
what you
that's
make.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, you were pretty excited when it was happening.
Oh,
so
yeah. No,
it's
it
just
was really
it's
cool, but it got overwhelming, because, like, dude, celebrities gotta face that by, like, millions on, like, a daily basis. Like, that shit sounds insane to me.
That was just one person,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around one person, like, being a fan. Like, I hate even using the word fan. Like, I don't even feel like I'm, like, there yet. You know what I mean? To be like, I got fans. Like, fuck you, dude.
You are a celebrity, Dante, so...
I am. I'm an A-list celebrity. Bow down to me. I'm better than all of them.
I know, maybe even needs like a rank in the Discord, like actual celebrity that has been on the show. Holy shit, guys, this is a big one.
Like, I'm getting paid for this podcast, right?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah, you just gotta send me the routing number and, you know, your count and stuff, and we'll get it to you.
I'll just
Get the
send you
royalties.
my thing.
Yeah, we do need your credit card info to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want my social security?
All
as
of
well?
it, like all of it, yeah.
Yeah, we need the 3 numbers, the CVC.
The keys to your car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my social security is not no. Because
My
I would just
number-
automatically opt to like my actual.
My number starts with a 5.
Oh shit, new time.
Well, yeah, it's like, you could only make that joke, like, when you're with friends, so you could just say it really fast, like the real one,
I
really
know.
fast, and no one can record it, but this is, like,
Say
actually
your-
recorded, so, like,
Say your exact like address on like a Minecraft chat.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely that.
I was
The
not
joke is
appropriate
the
to the mic,
first
but I
one.
realized that's like rude.
That would just be a little rude, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
I
drinking
wanna-
a Coca-Cola and I'm holding back personally.
Like, there's a certain standard to be held, you know? Penis
Yeah.
fuck, vagina. It's just like, I just don't want to, like, go down to that level.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I'm
So-
like losing the train of this.
I know. Let's realign. Let's get on a new
It's
track.
rewind.
Okay.
So that's Dante.
So
Tarren,
yeah,
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Tarren. I don't know.
Hi, Tarren. I'm Dante. Nice to meet you.
Oh hi. I don't know. I'm not Dante Ginzo rapper. I'm just chilling. You know. I'm just hanging out.
I'm just
The
hanging
reason
out.
me and Tarren are on this together is because we've been best friends since, like, 3rd. Well, really more like 4th and 5th grade, but we've been friends since, like...
Since second.
Yeah, since Switch class. Dude, shout out Colby Hurling. If he wasn't sitting next to me and didn't switch out with you, like we wouldn't be friends.
I know. We drew SpongeBob together. So basically, at Brookside, some classes would have like a Switch class, and so we went from our normal class to like a math Switch class for like an hour every week.
Like half the class switched out. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe they went to our class and learned like science or something, or also math. I don't know. And so Dante and I just sat next to each other. And he was wearing like a Greg Heffley shirt, so I talked to him. And
I never. No, wait.
It was either you or it was Colby was wearing a fucking like Greg Heffley red shirt.
No, Colby wore red. Colby wore a red tracksuit and smelled like actual shit poop.
Dude, you just keep bringing up like real people and like bad quality.
It was second grade. I doubt he's gonna be like, fuck, like my one secret.
Yeah.
And like, oh, Tarren, like Colby Hurling's gonna listen to this.
We have weird fans, man.
So Dante and I just fucking we just drew SpongeBob characters and we thought it was funny as hell, and ever since then we've just been chilling.
Yeah. Well,
that's really weird.
We've been in love ever since.
I met you the same way, Tarren.
Yeah, do you recall?
7th grade, like PE, remember?
Oh yeah. You liked my iDubbbz shirt.
No, it was one of those scenarios where it was like you had to do like a group thing, and it was like me, Archer. It was me and Archer, and like we knew each other, right? And so
I know you guys were like the duo in my brain in 7th grade.
I know
that's
right?
so weird.
Yeah,
I know that's weird to think about. But yeah, no, yeah, it was like one of those things where you need like 3 people to do like a game or some shit.
Yeah,
and it was like, fuck me, I don't want to talk to anyone else here. And so we just like scanned the room, and when you're like a fucking 13-year-old, was born and raised on the internet, when you see a kid wearing an iDubbbz shirt, you're like, okay, this is one of my kind.
This guy is either gonna be terribly unfunny and like probably racist, or he's gonna be awesome.
Wait, was it like a sheep shirt in the Supreme logo? Was it
no, it was
before that. This was when the shirt was the iDubbbz face. When you say hey, that was pretty good face.
Yeah, it was the green. It was the green shirt.
I remember that shirt.
Right.
I bet I have that like somewhere in the depths of my closets. Like it's probably chilling, dude.
Yeah.
Like that time Sam Wells pulled up to school in his troll face shirt from like elementary school, and it was just fucking skin tight on him. It was awesome.
Dude, I had like the worst type of shirt though, because it wasn't even like part of like the worst type of shirts in elementary, because it wasn't even like part of a culture like that.
You had sarcastic comment loading.
Oh
no! I also had
whatever floats your goat is another.
I was literally gonna say that next. See, okay, that's the thing. That's why me and Terry had to go on the same, because we just like for a while now we just have like the same brain. So like we both mentioned the same 2 fucking arbitrary ass T-shirts in like the same
at
order.
the same time.
Yeah, like what?
It's all. Awesome.
All right, Tarren, let's say the same thing on 3.
Yeah,
1,
3, 2, 1. Bananarama.
Oh,
what the fuck? What do you mean?
I mean, banana and
that's literally the one thing.
Bananarama and penis were pretty close, though. If you think about it.
No, okay, I'll tell the Bananarama story. So, looking back, there was a reason it happened, but like, okay, so
a Smosh video.
Yeah, so we were just like having a sleepover.
Oh fuck, I remember that video. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we were having a sleepover, and it was just like
this was probably like 6th grade or something.
Yeah, like elementary still, and like towards the end of the night, I guess I don't know who said we're like, I think maybe I say like, one of us is like, what word? No, I say what word am I thinking? And the word, I swear to Christ, it was Bananarama. And Tarren's first fucking guess is, Bananarama. And like
dude, the Smosh video must have come out like that day or the
we
day
probably
before.
watched it like earlier the day. Yeah,
it was probably like some infiltrated our minds type shit.
Yeah,
I totally remember that video. Let me look it up and see.
I don't even know what it is. I just remember like Anthony saying Bananarama.
Yeah, like
it was stuff copying me. That was the video. It was the one where they were speaking at the same time, and it was like they were copying.
Oh yes, yes.
And they both say Bananarama. That must be
yeah.
There it is. Yeah. I see it. I'm watching it. Go to 123 in the video. Bananarama. They text it to each other.
Are you watching it on Discord together, or just?
No, I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Smosh is so. I used to goddamn love Smosh so much.
Yeah,
Have you ever done those like historical like explorations where you go back to Smosh like 8 years ago, like the videos they make? Yeah, it's just like this was a different time.
Happy Cow.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh, dude, Happy because the first Smosh video. Tarren, I know you're maybe not your favorite, but I know the most like significant Smosh video in your brain, and it's the one where he gets like the magic keyboard to type whatever he's missing.
Oh god!
Every fucking time I lose something, I think of the keyboard Anthony had in that video, how he could just type it in, and I think he lost his car keys, and he just typed in keys, and he found them instantly because it like highlighted them in real life, like it was like he was using the keyboard and it was affecting the real reality. And every goddamn time I lose something, I'm so envious of fucking Anthony Padilla in that video.
Of the fake.
Instinctually, just grab a keyboard.
Child brain, dude.
Dude, I left my keys in my car and locked it the other day. It was so funny.
At work.
Oh no!
Yeah, do you guys want to hear that?
Sure. What's this?
Yeah.
So I'm a delivery driver for Chick-fil-A. Oh my god, you work for Chick-fil-A? It's just I'm a delivery driver.
You're like, yeah, I'm homophobic. What about it?
Like, yeah, no, dude, half that Chick-fil-A is gay people anyway, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's not a slight. There's just a lot of gay people work there. Anyway, myself included. Anyway, I'm on a delivery. It's like my first delivery of the day, and I got the food in the car still. And normally, what I do is I walk around to the passenger side because that's where I put the food. Anyway, so like I open the door, and I naturally lock my own door as soon as I open it, so that when I shut it, it's locked. And so I get out, I shut it, I look inside, my keys are just sitting on the passenger seat.
You didn't tell me the food was still in there?
Oh yeah, no, I hadn't delivered that.
That's shitty. I thought you were getting back.
Oh
No,
god!
but there's like more. No, I know, but there's like more though, because like that happens, right? And then so I call my work, and like they send my coworker like with the same order to like go deliver it where I'm at, and just like to be there. And so he goes up into the apartment complex, delivers it, and when he comes out, he tells me that like the lady he delivered it to apparently could like see me through her window and was just watching me struggle the entire time.
Oh god!
And she was saying that it was actually really sweet. She was like, "Can I call someone for him? Like, can I get him a tow truck or something?" So she was being nice, but just the fact that there was like the person who's food I was supposed to be delivering is just is just watching me this whole time is damn embarrassing.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Oh, that's good.
So we called AAA and they got it, and then we were all good.
Chick-fil-A called AAA.
No, I called my mom, and she told me to call AAA, but it sounded like Chick-fil-A over the phone. I was like, "Mom, what the fuck are you talking?
What are they gonna do?
Give me chicken?" Like, oh, thanks.
Oh man.
Sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
So this job's pretty recent.
Once again, you just gave a free sponsorship. They're not paying you for saying that. You did it.
They're paying me for other shit, man.
Yeah,
I drove to Marysville for car.
Dante, does your job have benefits?
Yeah,
I get free chicken.
Free chicken.
What do you mean, like
literal benefits?
Yeah.
Like health
I get
benefits.
money for it.
Do you get healthcare?
I don't know about healthcare. Maybe. If so, I haven't like got it. You can apply for. They can help you with scholarships. Like there's like certain scholarships for if you work there, which I desperately need.
That's cool.
So, so I should definitely check that out.
Yeah,
guys, if you want to, work at Chick-fil-A, you can go to the Chick-fil-A website, and in the top right corner, you can.
Wait, no, but you have to say I recommended you because I get $250 for every person I recommend that gets the job. Yeah, they give you one.
Wait. If I agreed to do that and like I ever did it, I would make you give me like 100 though. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
So they give you you just get the money from the job that you work.
No, if you get a bonus for $250 just because I apply there, I'm not doing it unless you give me like half.
But that implies that you would only take a job offer for the sake of like a little bonus. Like,
oh, what? I would only take a job for money? Yeah, that's what it's for.
This is riveting.
This is really good. I think we have to make this episode 2 hours long instead of 1 hour.
Dude, I'm fucking chilling. I don't know. If Dante has to leave early, like I would still be hanging out if you guys want to.
Oh yeah, and if Tarren is kicked out early because he says
terrible,
awful shit, then you got me.
Okay, no, that sounds good.
Actually I have a big red button on my desk that instantly bans our guests. Like when they're on the
case, we just start spewing shit.
I could I can touch it any time, and you guys are gonna be kicked out of here.
Oh, like it's kind of like the Among Us emergency meeting button, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Among Us emergency meeting.
Yeah,
from Among Us.
Pick the button and pick him out now. Did Among Us.
Dude, it's kind of last
Okay, short crest, right? Mr. V, fucking...
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh my god. Mr. V fucking acknowledged Among Us today. What?
You go, Mr. V, fucking. Oh, sorry. Mr. V.
Oh no! I was saying sorry because I was burping, so I had to turn around. No.
What about Mr. V?
No. So my social psych teacher, Mr. V at Shorecrest, we were doing like a discussion board, like a jam board thing, where you just like respond to a prompt or whatever, and someone said like sus, like someone put sus in response, and then someone points it out in class, and Mr. V goes, oh, like the Among Us thing. And like it hurt.
It hurt? I don't know, dude. I'd get a pretty big like evil grin on my face.
It was funny, but like hearing it, it's just been. I haven't heard a teacher talk to me in person in a year, and so hearing them say Among Us is a real shock to the system.
Yeah,
I don't think Among Us has reached the point yet where it's like you feel bad for like seeing people like make memes and stuff out of it. They like don't understand it. It's like
it's charming.
Like I was at the mall yesterday, and I saw like like one of those like
the little Among Us plushies at the mall.
Plushies. And they didn't make me cringe and like walk like quickly.
It's like pretty. It's not like bad.
Here's what makes me cringe. I went to the mall with those Among Us plushies in mind with some friends. I thought, holy shit, those are funny. You know how they were pretty small, like maybe the size of your hand.
Yeah.
$30 fucking dollars.
Oh,
they're so expensive.
What?
It's actually insane how much those little Among Us plushes are.
The
little kids will like force their parents to buy.
That's
the
will.
thing.
I saw a little kid walking around with one.
There was nothing lamer than like I saw like a tweet that was like a little birthday cake with like Among Us on it, you know, and the age on it was like 10 or 9, and then like it was
cute.
just yeah, and so someone tweeted it, and then everyone was like, oh man, it's so cringe. Like as if when you were 10 you didn't have a goddamn like fucking
Minecraft birthday cake.
Freddy Fazbear face.
Yeah.
Oh
my god. Fair face.
I have so like a FNAF plushie in my hand right now, dude. I would take a Freddy
Fazbear segment on this show. Can we talk about Five Nights at Freddy's? On
segment? Yeah.
Oh wait, you're gonna get copyrighted if I sing that song.
No,
Isaac,
I don't.
Isaac, remember Freddy Bola?
Yes. Yeah.
Dude,
That's such a good video.
shit.
Yeah. That was when you had your Freddy Fazbear shirt. Do you still have that?
Oh yeah, and it was a Bonnie. It was like
Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it for
Yeah.
Christmas, and then you wore it to school. And this girl came up to us at recess and started talking to us about FNAF, and I just stared at you because I was like so angry that you invited those kinds of people to talk to us.
I do not remember that, but I believe it.
I was like, "Oh, hey, why the fuck do you have to wear that shirt?"
Dude, I was getting the girls with the FNAF shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the
you were
perfect-
pulling them.
Pulling them.
yeah, dude. So you play FNAF?
I-
Ladies, I've actually
You go
beaten
Chad
2020.
like 10-year-old Dante.
Yeah, I did a little
Hey,
FNAF
y'all
lore
wanna get with
research.
a man who's- Y'all want to get with a man who's beaten 2020 mode? I haven't.
I have not done that.
I don't even think I've ever beaten like the 5th night. I never like played the game.
God, I bought this dude FNAF on his birthday when FNAF 1 came out, and I don't know if he's opened it since.
No, we played it when you came over once, like for like an hour.
Oh yeah, I remember that because I always remember Foxy ran into the room and I like didn't get scared, and you thought it was like fucking magical that I didn't get scared by Foxy FNAF.
When that game first came out, that was like fucking frightening though.
Yeah.
That was like
Oh, yeah,
number
FNAF.
one, like the scariest.
You know what's
thing I've ever
absolutely
seen.
goddamn insane? We were in like 5th grade when FNAF came out.
It was so
And it's
long
still,
ago.
Like fairly relevant. Like whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, the biggest FNAF
The 4th
release
grade.
is soon. No, it was 5th to 6th. It wasn't 4th.
Oh okay, but like yeah, no, but it's just like
Dude, yeah.
yeah, it was 2014 I think that the game came out, right?
I think
believe
so. I think so. It was
Yeah,
like
so we were-
summer of 2014,
So we
something
were
like
11.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So, yeah,
first
5th and
like
6th grade.
major production FNAF game, Security Breach, is coming out this year. Like that's insane. That game is I fucking love that series. It's
And
so
it's got like the Minecraft
It's really
effects.
good.
No matter what happens, like there's really no like actual cringe attached to it. Like it's like I
it's
think there was
just cool.
I think there was a time maybe when it was like that, but it's like resurged. Like it's just like dope now.
I don't even think it was like real cringe though. Like that.
Yeah, no,
that's
like,
fine.
It was
Like,
just
kind of
funny
like-
cringe. Like
It was
like
funny
yeah,
cringe.
Yeah.
it's cringe
It was
the way
like
that
Mad
Undertale Sans is cringe. You
Yeah.
know, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Are
Undertale's
there
a
any
whole
games that
beast.
have actually been like legitimately cringe at any point of our lives? Or they've
Um,
kind of like gone under?
I don't
If
know.
they are, like thinking about it. Like,
yeah, I can't think of if they're actually cringe or if like we just made them cringe because we needed something to make fun of. You know?
Yeah.
That's true.
Most of the shit that was cringe when we were in like our middle school edgy asshole phase, like it's like just like nice.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like fine stuff.
It's lovely.
There's some pretty like the Minecraft community right now is in a pretty rough like cringe spot at the moment.
I could talk about Minecraft on the internet for a
Oh,
good solid like 10 minutes if you guys would let me do that.
It's a weird, it's like it's like the second generation
It's the second
almost,
wave,
right?
yeah.
It's the second wave of
It's really
Minecraft. It's really, I don't know, it's just something, because you've grown up with all these other YouTubers and now you got Dream and all them, right?
and people are drawing like gore porn of them.
Yeah.
So it's a little rough
But that's the thing. People did that with the last generation.
Yeah.
Not the same. Not nearly as much though.
Not nearly as
Do
much.
you guys
still.
do you guys think that like in like it's fair? Not that you're doing this, but I just think about this a lot. Like, do you guys think there's value in like discrediting a certain piece of art or work or whatever, like due to like its fans or like the people that follow them, like whether it's like a person or like a video game or something like that, like because I feel like I've generally been the same way where like I tend to like not really care what a fan base thinks of a show or something, but like sometimes that shit can like it just can, like,
sometimes
ruin
it
your
impacts
perception.
it.
Depends on the real.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
Yeah,
I'll say on that, it's just like, I think that's definitely like a social thing where it's like, it's kind of our nature to like kind of fit in, if that makes sense, where it's like we have, we look to see like, what most people like and what a small group of people like. And so if you like something, right, that has like a fan base or something that, that has cringy people, and I think every fan base has to an extent just like really cringy, like, I guess really like into it fans and stuff, and
not the Ginzo fans, they're great.
Yeah, all of them are great. No, but
all four of them.
But
even if creepy.
Anyway, no, I'm just saying that it's like it's kind of it's like, oh fuck, where was I going with this?
It's the nature of this show.
Yeah, I know. I just I completely lost my train of thought talking about
like
Ginzo.
The social perception on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's where I was going with it. I completely Ginzo just threw me off the loop, but but yeah,
it
no.
also just depends how much you're exposed to it. Like if let's say you like want to watch the show like Rick and Morty, but then you just like spend hours online looking at the fans, and then you watch an episode for the first time. Of course, it's gonna be like,
yeah.
But like, it's like I don't know. It's like I like the show. I remember when that show like wasn't really out, like maybe 2013, 14, like no, not that young, like 2015.
No, it's that old.
Yeah, no, yeah. I remember when I first saw like clips of it on YouTube, and I was like, how the fuck can I find this show for real? And then I liked it, and then the Pickle Rick all in like the Szechuan sauce, that whole wave, and it was like, for a minute there, I was like, man, this shit's bad. But then I could still watch the Pickle Rick episode and like enjoy it, man. Like,
yeah, honestly,
one of my favorite. What was that?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I kind of like unironically like the Pickle Rick episode. I'm just gonna say
it. It's well like
it's a good fable.
Yeah,
an epic.
Yeah, man. Like, that's the thing. It's like you can't even like say that without that like just level of like cringe attached to it. Like, I can't even take myself seriously when I say that.
Catch this comparison, Dante. I don't know if you and Isaac. I don't know if you've watched all of Breaking Bad, Tarren. But the Pickle Rick episode of Rick and Morty is like literally the equivalent of the Fly episode.
Yes.
Dude,
it's literally the equivalent. It's entertaining, but it's really meaningless to the rest of the story.
No, it is not meaningless. No. No, listen to me. So Tarren, in Breaking Bad, in the middle of like one of the most like intense like storylines of the show, there's an episode where Walter in his lab spends the entire episode chasing around a fly trying to kill it, and it's really interesting how the way people's perceptions on it are, because if you watched the show when it was originally airing like on a weekly basis, most of the people that were watching it then like hate that episode because it's like you wait a week after like some huge cliffhanger, then you get a fly episode, then you have to wait another week just to get the story again. But generally the people who just binge watch the show like on streaming like will enjoy the episode more because they don't have to wait for it, And Lucas, what you said about it not meaning anything, the fly represents Walter always thinking he can kind of patch up the mistakes or just like put a band-aid on on whatever shit he does and try to kind of relieve it, but he never quite can reach it. So it's like the whole episode is just like a metaphor for just his like endless struggle in the show. Like you can never really amend like all the shit you've done. You know, you can never quite. Everything's gonna be okay. You know.
Did you say that the moment that the Fly episode is aired, that was the moment Walter White became Heisenberg?
This is the moment Walter White. Really. Yeah. No.
This is the moment when the rocks became minerals. This is the moment.
But yeah, no, he
Tarren,
just completely goes insane.
The show? Yeah, no, it's a good episode though because he does genuinely go insane.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
So say there's this show, and it looks okay. Plenty of fans like this. JoJo fans like this.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to dip in this when we were on the cringe discussion. I fucking love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Awesome series. Cannot stand the fans of it. Actually dreadful. So fans can bleed into stuff sometimes. But okay, going on about Breaking Bad. Pretend there's just a show, and you hear it's really good. You hear it's really, really good. Maybe you'll watch it one day. And no, fuck this. Scrap this idea. Pretend you're doing the fucking dishes, all right? And your dad walks in the kitchen, says, "Hey, you gonna do the dishes?" Like, fuck no, I'm gonna throw them on the ground at this point. No, I'm not gonna do the dishes. Like, if I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it when 13 people are like, hey, dude, have you watched Breaking Bad, dude? It's really good, dude. You gotta watch it, dude.
Like, really a spite at this point.
Wait, so you do eventually want to watch it?
Yes, I've always thought it looks like fairly interesting, but like,
Watch it with me.
I just haven't got around to it. Two, every time it's considered like, Dad comes in and asks if I'm doing the dishes. It's like, fuck.
I understand that.
I can get that. I can definitely get that, but at the same time, where it's like I have that happen, it's just like I break down and it's just like fuck it, I'll just watch it so I don't have to, I don't have to have that.
So bad. It hurts me so. Okay, like listen, I thought the wave of Breaking Bad memes recently is the funniest shit. I love it.
So funny.
Like having watched the show, like it adds like such a. But like it pains me that Tarren, when he watches the most climactic and emotional scene in the entire series, he's just gonna think about the fucking meme.
Stick
and
book.
start laughing.
Well, that's the thing.
Hurts my soul.
Andrew and I want to watch The Dark Knight, but I guarantee Joker's gonna say like some crazy fucking like awesome iconic line, and all I'm gonna think is like, I'm gonna like say something bad about minorities. It's like, because that's what the Joker says in my mind. Because all I've seen is Joker being racist online, because that's the joke.
I literally had that exact thing happen to me when I watched Dark Knight like a week ago.
I can't watch it. He's gonna be the funny racist guy. He's not the Joker. He's gonna, and then the Batman's gonna go. He's just gonna. God, dude, it's so funny.
These bat people.
You racist.
No, that's the thing. I think if you like really watched the show and just like sat down and started to watch it and you got into it, I don't. Yeah.
Whenever it's on in the room, I sit down and I gladly will watch it. It is just interesting, and I'm sure I would love it. I just haven't had a chance to sit down. And not to mention, I've been fucking like obsessed with One Piece right now, which I've still got plenty to go on that. I just don't have. I don't have a moment where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and start this, but I have moments where it's like, okay, I can sit down and like watch what's going on in the show. Like, it's interesting. It's just long.
Oh no, that's not even where I was going. I was just gonna say that I think like that's true, but I think if you really do sit down and watch it, like I don't think the memes will fuck with you that hard. Like,
no,
I think if you like once you like get invested, like that stuff will. It's like such a good story that like
I do not doubt that it's as popular as it is for no reason.
Oh yeah,
I'm
sure. No, but I feel you though, because like there's so many shows I want to start watching, but like you just like don't. It's like it's like I'm not even watching any other show right now. Well, I was, but it's like I want to start like One Piece looks really fun. Cowboy Bebop sounds really interesting to me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, like but it's like I'm like lazy.
Not a single one.
I know,
of
it's so funny.
Except for Miles has watched Initial D, and that pains me still because it's a really good.
Like Initial.
Dante, what did you just say?
I said more like Initial P. Am I right?
Like urine.
What?
I cannot believe this.
What? It does the pan out.
Hey Batman, did you get a call from my associate Joe the other day? Who's Joe?
That reminds me. Hold on. Wait, so you guys have heard about the new vaccine? Are you guys gonna try Sugon or no?
What's the effective rate on that?
Sugon needs
Dude, my dad was texting me and we were talking about getting hot chicken, and he used like the orange blush emoji with like the blue like the sweat bead.
Yeah.
He used that.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know, so he used that because like, oh, they're gonna be so spicy, and I was like, don't use that. Dad, don't text that shit to me.
I don't want to see that.
I mean, I've only had that happen once, and it was pretty harmless. It was my parents texting me, and they used the cringe emoji, like the grating like teeth emoji.
Yeah,
and my mom thought it was the smiling emoji.
I love emojis, dude. I couldn't live without emojis. They're so base. They're awesome.
Good, super good.
You could just I love how you could send like any emoji, and like it doesn't have to mean anything. Like you could just say like, I'll be outside and send a picture of a frog, right? And it's just automatically funny.
I like.
Yeah.
What was that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just like when you have like an emoji that you just like associate with somebody. Like you can't see that. When someone sends me an emoji, it's like that emoji is saying the message that they sent previously. So I'll like read it in their voice and imagine that emoji is like their fucking head. So it's like there's some emojis like the emoji with the guy's eyes closed and he's licking his lips. Like I just envision that to be August. Like I just see people as emojis. Maybe I'm just a fucking sicko though. Like I don't know. I everybody went quiet there, and maybe I'm just a fucking like psycho. Who knows?
Nah, yeah. Quarantine will do that to you.
What emoji do you see Ginzo?
We're coming out of it. Oh, what emoji do I see Ginzo as?
What's the shit ass emoji?
No, dude, I see Ginzo as one of those like the eyes, the one eye closed, one eye open, and the tongue out, like the fucking, like anyone up to snap, like it'd be at the end of like those.
Dude, that hurts.
Like the little fuckboy emoji. Man, like who up, and then it's that one.
That hurts.
I think I'd see Dante more as like one of the chef emojis for some reason. I don't get why.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
No, that's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, Tarren's the frog plus the strawberry. It's the duo that really solidifies his person.
I use that little purple evil one a lot, like too, and the 100. I use 100.
Tarren, for some reason, I've always seen you as the red shirt guy walking.
Oh my god, that emoji is really. You guys seen that image? It's like, why the fuck this dude walking like, and then it's the emoji, and it's like in real life the guy walking. So funny. Emojis are so funny.
They're good.
Oh my god.
His fucking humor is so funny. Like people our age are always like, oh my god, my humor's so broken, and then they just like say random haha shit. But like it really is. Like we say such dumb ass stuff, and it's the funniest shit on earth.
We are a corrupted fucking
yes.
Andrew and I will sit on Discord calls with fucking like Joker playing, like just Joker talking videos for like an hour, and we'll just be talking in like a Batman voice,
dude.
But it's not Batman. He's talking like this for like an hour, and it's the funniest shit in the world.
That kind of reminds me of when it was like the first day to like real school, and we were doing right after the senior sunrise. We parted ways. Dante, Lucas, and I were just in the car like after that, and we fucking like. Do you know the wire bit, Dante?
Wire?
Where Jesse's just like wire.
Oh,
yeah.
A wire.
Yeah.
No, he goes, you mean a battery. You mean that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. We were just we like started out just playing that in the car, and then like it just transitioned into like just Breaking Bad clips, and they were just like playing in the car like podcast. It was
just stupid. The audio. It was like over my Bluetooth. We were just playing like Breaking Bad clips, and then it slowly like transformed into like Family Guy clips.
It's so funny watching shit like that.
Family Guy. my absolute favorite Family Guy clip. You know the one. It's they replace his I can't believe it's not butter with real butter, and then he spreads it on the toast and takes a bite. He's like, I can't believe it's And then they cut to him in like a fucking psych ward. And Lois goes, I don't know, Doc. Looking back, it may have been real butter. And then he goes, your husband murdered 3 children.
I feel like it's the stupid humor I love.
Sometimes they actually like do a funny joke.
Dude, Family Guy is just fucking funny sometimes. Like, people gotta suck it up.
Yeah, I've dropped my resistance towards like Family Guy. I was always the kid. I was like, it's like the animation, like it's not a real. They should have, But it's just like, nah, man, that shit funny.
I think there's nothing funnier than playing stuff like that in the car. Like, if you remember, like 2 years ago when we would drive around with Skylar all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good times.
We would. It would be like fucking 8 p.m. just driving around, going to get some food or something. Who knows? All the windows down. Absolutely blaring, shitting, fart bathroom noises. So, like, imagine you're at a red light and this minivan full of 16-year-olds pulls up next to you, and all you hear is fucking blaring out of the fucking windows.
So funny.
Yeah.
Tarren, do you remember? Okay, I know you remember this. I don't know why I asked. Do you remember? One time, me and Tarren and Skylar were driving around. It was like summer, maybe 2 years ago. And we stopped at Skylar's house because he needed to pick up like a video game controller or like change his shirt. We just had to stop at his house, and so he runs inside, and we're parked in his parking lot. And he left the keys in the ignition,
and he's up in the fucking window looking at us.
And I think I know this was.
So I just crawled up and like get in his car, and I just fucking start driving, and I accidentally left. I didn't know the parking brake was on, even though I don't know why he wasn't on a hill, but he had the parking brake on, and so I start driving with that on, and it starts screeching. I'm like, oh fuck! So we turn that down. I get out. We're just driving. Me and Tanner are losing our minds. Like it's already funny, and then we can just hear so vividly, like right in our ears, Skylar running up the car, losing it.
Oh my god!
We could see him on the second floor sprint by the window down the street with the dash. And Dante and I aren't like chuckling. No, we're fucking like tears
bawling.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh my god.
So funny.
And like,
man.
it's such
Shout
a dick. It's such a dick move.
Was
like,
this before you got your? This was before you got your license, right, Dante?
Yeah, I was in driving school.
Yeah.
it's like, man. Oh,
that's so good.
Fucking time.
Can we just have a moment of silence for the Sky car, man?
Oh my god.
Oh, so sad.
It's literally so sad.
And then he got like a 2019 Mazda, but he says it's too small. He doesn't really like it. Dude, Dante, you remember that time at the it's like, whose birthday was it at your house? I don't fucking know. Skylar was asleep on the bed. Skylar was asleep on the bed.
This is like, I think, like elementary or middle school.
Yeah. And
like elementary.
I think, it was the same night where we tried to brush, like, Taylor's teeth in the middle of the night while he was asleep.
I remember that.
And Skylar's asleep on this big bed, right? And he's got a huge blanket under him. So, like, 3 of us wrap it around him and pick it up at each end and pick him up and carry him outside and place him in the grass.
Jeez.
And just pouring rain.
And he fucking wakes up, and it's just like, what the fuck? Where? It's like when you fall asleep in the car and wake up in your bed, and it's like the best feeling when you're little. But he fell asleep in a bed and woke up in the grass while it was raining. And he was so pissed. And I felt so bad.
We were such dicks to him, man.
Oh my god.
Man, we were just shitty back then.
In general.
Oh yeah, we just straight up were. Like, that's a funny memory, but like
in middle school.
Oh yeah.
It's your villain origin story. Right?
Dude, that's funny about the sleeping, because one time I was at summer camp like with Kyla, and it was like one of the first nights like staying in the cabin, and you're like in bunk beds like next to people.
Yeah.
And so I'm like asleep, and I know it sounds like it was just a dream, but it felt like more than a dream. Like I felt like I hallucinated. Like I woke up, and I swear to God, like it looked like I was like in my room. Like you could just chalk it up to a dream, but I was like in my room, straight up at home. It felt so real, and like I saw my cat like next to me, and so I started petting my cat just like on the back, and then I sort of come to, and I just sort of like as I kind of like wake up, or I guess like I was just petting the guy next to me's beard.
Wow, that's
I know, and then I was like, I realized I was like, fuck, that's weird. So like I went back to bed, and I was hoping it was asleep. And then the next morning, we're all getting ready. I have forgotten about the experience. We're all just getting ready for the day, and James just goes, Dante, did you pet me last night?
actual Adam Sandler moment.
So funny.
Oh my
That's
god.
fucking awesome, dude.
I'm trying to be like Adam Sandler, dude. What a good guy.
What has Adam Sandler ever done wrong?
Dude, he's got
Weird,
respect and love on like every facet of Earth.
And
Like,
he's just when he needs to act like he's just like good at it, but he's just in these like shit movies.
well, because he just wants to like be with his buddies and make funny flicks,
Yeah.
you know. Some and like
Looking up
not
Adam
all of them are
Okay.
excusable, but like. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Uncut Gems?
Oh, he was an Uncut
Yes,
Gems.
dude.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
he's like the main
weirdly,
character.
he's like really good in it for some reason.
Well, he's always been a good actor. He just,
No, but I mean, it's just
I don't
like
wanna say
like a.
he's-
I mean, just like it's such like an out of character role for him, though.
Oh
right?
yeah, I think it was like he did so many of the Garbo roles just to get his like buddies money, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a good strategy. He just puts his friends in movies and gets them all rich. Like he's a great
Yeah.
guy, even if they're shit movies. But then it's just like he's like, okay, my last actually good movies were like over a decade ago. Let's just kind of revitalize this. And the directors, the Safdie brothers, they did Good Time. Is it Good Time? Yeah. And that movie is like very similar style, like very like stressful and anxious,
Yeah.
kind of like in your face. Yeah.
You just it's easy to forget you just forget comedy actors, they're still actors. And like Jim Carrey is fucking can be so good.
Oh,
yeah.
He's in like shit comedies. And then you're like, oh, Jim Carrey, cool. But then you see him in like the Truman Show and shit, and you're like, wow.
Oh my
Like,
god.
wow. And you're
The
just
Truman
blown
Show
away.
might be my favorite movie ever.
I need to watch that again. I love that movie.
Yeah,
so
I need to
much.
see it
Well,
again.
that's the thing. You wouldn't think it, but comedy is like a really hard thing to pull off, especially in film, because like it's just like comedy and horror. Have been like compared a lot because it's all about timing. Like
Mhm.
it's probably harder to be genuinely funny for a movie than just like put out a good like serious role.
Well, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
both subjective too. Like what
Yeah,
scares
yeah,
one person and what makes one person laugh is like completely different between like each person, you know. So,
Dude, I've been thinking about
people
that a
laugh
lot.
at horror movies.
Dude, I've been thinking about like because I'm going to film school in September, so like I think
Well,
about
shit.
like what kind of shit am I gonna make, dog? Like first I don't know, like I look to certain like directors as like inspiration, like Donald Glover, like with the show Atlanta,
Mhm.
like that's easily like one of my favorite shows ever, and like they do a lot of surrealism in that, and that's like my favorite shit.
huh.
Yeah.
So I guess
Well,
just
remember
asking
Dante,
about.
we were-
Sorry, Lucas, do you
sorry.
want to go?
No, yeah, sure. No, yeah, I remember Dante. You were a huge fan of the Eric Andre show when it
Yeah.
was still kind of not.
Oh yeah, me and you.
fully
That was
popular yet.
I think you put me onto that show actually because you showed me the
I think I
Tyler
showed it
Perry
to you.
episode
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
Sam's house. Yeah, we were eating like microwave mac and cheese.
Oh shit, I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
And then me and Isaac started following it like a cult, and we started seeing him
so
live.
good.
Yeah, it's
So
it's
good.
it's
Did you hear-
really
dude,
good.
Eric Andre recently got like racially profiled at an airport.
I know, it was crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, really? I haven't heard about that. What happened?
he was in like like the wing, like when you like the little hallway that they put that like just takes you into the airplane, like from
Yeah.
like, when you like yeah.
Yeah, like a
It's
little
like that. So
terminal.
he'd already been through. Yeah, so he'd already been through like all the checks and security and all that stuff. And he's like he's in Atlanta, so he's like the only person of color in the hallway or whatever the fuck. Excuse me. And yeah, these two. I don't think they were Atlanta PD, but they were like a neighboring city PD. Just like stop him. Yeah, just do like a stop and frisk.
Oh,
And it's like-
straight up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight
He
up
went on,
racist.
like-
wow.
Yeah, no, and he went on. I think Kimmel and talked about it.
Did they do?
Yeah,
Did they like
crazy.
take him anywhere, or was it just like right
Well, they
there?
were like asking. They were like, do you have any illegal drugs in your bag? He's
Yeah.
like, no. And then they're like, and he goes like, so this is the story. He goes like, they go like, can we search you? And then he looks to like one of the police and he's like, can I say no? And then the guy's like, yeah, you can say no. And he's like, then no. And then apparently like so like he tweets about it, and then that like police department like responds with like an official statement saying like we consensually approached the perpetrator like Eric, Mr. Andre, and requested if we could search his bag, and after he said yes we could search his bag, we then declined. And he's like, no, that's a lie, you're just a bold-faced liar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
Fucking crazy.
that's crazy.
Damn.
Not even shocking.
Yeah, it's not surprising anymore.
Dude, I'm so desensitized, like nothing can like wow me anymore. That's not true, I cry all the time, but like
A liar.
A bold-faced lie. No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like nothing surprises me anymore. Like, with fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all used to it. We're turning into the crappy adults, you know, the ones that always have the sour moods, right? Because kids, as kids, I guess you wonder like, why are they, why are adults? They don't seem happy or they don't seem as carefree as kids, right? But it's like I think we're kind of in that transitioning phase where it's just like, wow, the world sucks, right? Everything's stressful.
We went through like the most traumatic event for anyone in the last 100 years. Or, I don't know about most, but a insanely traumatic pandemic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Soured a good amount of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it gave me a lot of more understanding about like life and myself, but at the same time, like I'm definitely like a rickety old man sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's also funny, like it so obviously showed that our entire system of life is just held together with like duct tape and.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really shaky.
Yeah.
There's any sort
sucks that we're like had to happen while we're like 16 to.
This is our
18,
prime.
Yeah.
I know this is our prime. Like do whatever.
Especially us as seniors. Like, listen, 2020 they got screwed over hard. But I'm just gonna say, at 2021 we like got screwed the most in terms of like high school.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because like
the whole year.
Once you enter kindergarten, you spend your entire life waiting to be the seniors.
Yes.
Then we're gonna be on top. Yeah. So it's interesting. Like I've talked to a lot of people about just like or kids like that have gone back to high school, and it's like every senior I've talked to is just like, for the most part, is like, man, it's just like great to be back. Like it's just nice to have something,
Yeah.
And then I talk to like even a junior, and they're just like, man, fucking school's the worst thing. I shouldn't even have gone back. Like, dude, you missed a year of your life. Like, appreciate some realness for once, man.
Yeah. No, I get that.
It's
It's just I think our class just has that, mentality is like, we have so little now, what to make of all this. We gotta kind of make the best of it. Just kind of show up, feel something.
And it feels like we're so unprepared too. We just didn't get the transition period that you're supposed to get in senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
Right.
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, totally.
We kind of got fucked over with college as well, because like remember.
Yeah, everything went quickly.
How like we were supposed to have like we have workshops and like library time and all this shit where they go over like college apps and stuff with us.
Yeah.
Like, and COVID hit right before all of that stuff was like kind of getting started, and so every adult was just like, yeah, just kind of go for it, whatever.
You got it.
And so everyone was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where or how or what to do to apply to college, or do anything for this next school year. And they're like, okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Attend the Zoom link.
Sorry about that.
And so
They
it was
said,
kind of just
they
like
just said like sorry and then like a colon and then like a
basically.
slash.
It was like
My
through the
bad.
months of like beginning of senior year and stuff, and you just kind of start seeing people be like, yeah, I applied to college. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's like-
I don't know what I haven't even considered doing it, because I always just was gonna do it with people.
You haven't
Yeah.
applied anywhere?
To me?
Yeah, you.
No, yeah, I applied to Shoreline. I was just gonna do Shoreline.
Community?
Oh, you're doing
Yeah.
Shoreline? I thought you were
Yeah,
doing
Dude,
Edmonds.
that's probably what I'm doing, bro. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yo.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's
Are we all
Shoreline.
Shoreline? Yo.
Guys,
No, okay, here's
it's,
my only other consideration.
Mhm.
North Seattle has a fucking watch tech class, and that shit, like, it's just where you work on watches. It's like a 2-year course. And that sounds awesome. What a fun, like, character little thing. Like, imagine me being a little watchmaker. That'd be
I
fun.
can see that.
Making little
Yeah.
watches.
But, God, stuff like that is so...
Dude, that's a rap bar. This ice on my wrist, it came from Cahoon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's it.
Stuff like that, it's so stressful, working with little things like that.
Yeah.
But it really does sound fun. I don't know. I haven't even... I don't know what classes I would do at Shoreline Community College, though. I guess that's another issue. Have you signed up for any classes or anything?
No.
No.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to kind of reconverge at some point and discuss that, because, dude, I don't know. I'm in the same
together doing this.
Yeah, I'm in the same goddamn boat as you. That gives me quite a bit of relief. I mean,
Yeah.
Dante, I love you, but my best friend over here just like going to a fucking film
School, man.
in
yeah.
I do appreciate though. It
Insane
looks like
intimidating.
to me. It seems like you got big dreams, my guy. So I'm glad you're chasing them. So
Thank you.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things. Like, yeah, I mean, I can get into it if we. Yeah, like,
before we do
I
that,
mean,
I just want to say,
oh yeah,
I'm looking at the program overview for the watch technology at North Seattle.
Yeah.
And it actually is like a 2-year SAWTA basic watch repair training course. You get certifications for watch repairs. And
No.
it's like a full 2-year fucking
No, yeah, it's
entire thing just
it's
for
a
watch
solid.
repair.
People will move here to take that
Holy
class.
shit.
no, seriously.
What,
it's
you-
like,
you-
that sounds dope.
Dude, get interested in it, and we'll go together. On
No,
God,
you should
dude.
do that.
That's really
Give it.
fun.
They have a little video on there. I think it's probably like 9 minutes or so. Give it a watch at some point. Get it? No, give it a viewing at some point.
Change your life.
Playlist now.
It'd be awesome. But yeah, dude, it's college is stressful, and I've Dante knows it stressed me. It's because and I hate being like, hey guys, Andrew's our smart friend, but Andrew's a fucking smart
He is.
motherfucking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Smart
always been intimidated with Andrew being so smart, where he'd go to college, with Dante being so creative, where he'd go to college. It's just this I've dreaded this period of life for so many years, and this whole pandemic, it really it just did not help. You know?
I kind of assumed I would have figured it out by now.
I know, that's what I've been hoping.
But no.
God, it's not easy.
Well, it's
Really,
like it's
yeah,
one of
it's
those things where you can't plan out the next 4 or 5 years. You just gotta let things happen as they
And a
happen.
lot of people do, and it works out for them. And so
Yeah.
And a lot of people plan it. Like that's like I'll tell you, like that's my biggest fear because like I've set so many goals and expectations for myself, and it's like a mentality I've had since I was like a kid. Like when I was a child, I would like draw a little cartoon character, and if it didn't look like as good as like the Iron Man suit, I would like hate myself for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I've always kind of had that expectation on myself, but it's like it's been so heightened, and so it's like if I don't like meet these like requirements I've kind of set for myself, it's like scary, you know?
Well, just gonna go off myself real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
it really is horrifying how many people you hear. They're like, oh yeah, I went to college for this, and this, and I used none of it. And like, I just don't want to end up like that. It's such a scary thought to waste so much time and money.
Yeah.
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 No,
I mean,
it's insanely intimidating. Part of me just like wants the challenge and just like wants like the just like this just like the challenge immersed in that kind of like lifestyle. But also the other part of me knows that I'm gonna be 20 years in debt. So it's a leap for sure.
Yeah. But if you're happy, was it worth it?
I
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I'm just like
No, it wasn't.
I heard a guy like explain it pretty cool, not about college, but he was just talking about how like it's actually he didn't go to college. This guy like shoots music videos for people, and he was just saying like how much money you spend, like it's a business. You're investing in yourself the same way you'd invest in like starting a company or opening up a watch repair shop or a restaurant. You're investing in an idea, you know. So it's like my idea is just like the shit that I like to do. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Are you?
So it's like
I have a question about your idea of the future, Dante.
okay,
So are you looking? So you said you're going to film school, but you're also the Fat Ginzo, right? Are you trying to kind of merge those two together in a career, like kind of like a Donald Glover-esque kind of thing, or what are you thinking about doing?
Donald Glover's definitely like him and like Kanye are like just like my biggest inspiration. Like Bo Burnham, just people that are multifaceted. Because like I mean, I never ever saw myself doing music, dude. Okay, Lucas is the only reason I started writing.
Here we go.
lyrics.
Oh yeah, we gotta go into this.
I'll go into that in a sec.
Gotta go into
that in a
this.
sec. But but to answer your question, I'll go back into that. But to answer your question, like I guess it's just like I want to do all these things, and it's like music is kind of on the more like personal side of me. It's something that I can write a song on my own. You don't need like a crew. You don't need like assemble a team. So it's like I could always do music, kind of funnel that through my own time and ventures or whatever. Whereas like with film, it takes a whole crew and like a lot of planning and so much goes into it. So like I couldn't see myself doing film like independently, but I do music independently. So it's like I want to go to college and I'll be majoring in film with like a focus on directing. And then I'll probably like work on music through the whole thing. I think I've reached a point where I'm trying to stop setting goals and certain aspirations for myself and rather just kind of go into it and just see what happens. So like like I just dropped my album, and like I don't have any plans for like another project. Like I haven't really written songs in a while, and like I'm fine with it because it's just like it's all just different kind of bodies of work.
You're just waiting to see what feels right as you go along.
I've learned to let myself trust the process, because I'll go through like sometimes like a 6-month period where like I didn't write a single song, and you get right up to the end and it's like fuck, like it's like I wasted it, like I never actually had this, like it's like it was all a joke, like it's over. And then the next day I write like a good song. So it's just like, yeah, you just kind of got to trust that it'll come to you.
Yeah. So I guess describe the process, since you mentioned your new album that came out today as of recording this, right? I guess you're saying, you take like breaks and stuff in between. Like I saw your post that you're saying you kind of put all kind of your negative energy of just all the kind of trauma and the sad stuff that's happened to you over this like past year and stuff. So I guess describe your process, like kind of your breaks, and like when you were like how you were working on each song, and I guess just the whole process over the year. Like how long did it take?
Yeah, like thanks for that question. I mean, well, so I'll say the sad stuff. Like I'm comfortable saying it. So in February 2020, almost exactly a month before COVID hit, my brother died. And so no one saw it coming, and that was its whole thing. And then like almost exactly a month later, we go into quarantine for a year, which is really insane if you think about it, because it's like I'm not at all suggesting that COVID was a good thing in any way, but for my family, like getting a whole year to just be on your own and like not have to like deal with the regular world and just get to just kind of isolate and like heal and grieve and all that, it was a weird, and I hate to use the word, but like for our process, it was like a weird blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying?
It's a unique opportunity.
That like no one really else could like have that. Like, because like I couldn't imagine that happening and then like just going to school for like the next year. Like,
that'd be awful.
Yeah, so it's really crazy. But for the process, it's like, so Fiendtown was an idea before Carlo died and before COVID hit. It was just an idea where like I wanted to kind of explore this like dark kind of not edgy, but like dark kind of weird sound of music. And this idea that Miles Carroll actually had gotten to me, because I made that song Fiend like years ago. It was garbage. It was just like a bastard ripoff, a Bastard by Tyler the Creator ripoff, literally. And that was like just some one-off thing I forgot about, and then it became like a meme. Like Miles and Wyatt, like that kind of circle was like, I think Isaac, you might have been part of it. Like it was like, and they're just like, gotta make Fiend 2. Like Fiend 2 just became a meme, so I made Fiend 2. And then like originally Fiend 2 was going to be the intro to the album. That was the idea up until like a few weeks ago. I just decided to cut it because I wasn't satisfied with it. Anyway, I'm rambling. So Fiendtown was an idea, but I didn't have much of the parts together. And then after Carlo and after we got into quarantine, I was just like, I mean, like, I definitely had a lot of moments of like weakness where like, I was maybe trying to use marijuana to maybe escape my problems, right? For certain. No. All
right, get him out.
So it's like
away from the big red button.
I guess somewhere along it's really hard to like map the last year. Real process, but it's just like somewhere along the way, I just like came up with this metaphor of like, oh, the woods, like running to the woods is like running from your problems and just kind of ignoring it, and it's like, that doesn't help anyone. So I wanted to make a story of like, it starts with like, you just kind of enter this like dark sort of reality and you're kind of living through it, and then you just get deeper into it, because like I was really intentional with the track listing. It goes like, get away, so I want to run away from my problems, and then run for the trees, so okay, now I'm running to them, now I'm going to it. Lost, okay, now I'm lost. I'm deeper into it, etc. So it just goes through that process of like, I was really inspired by, I know Lucas knows Atrocity Exhibition by Danny Brown. It's weird because like that whole album is about like drug use. It's like way better album than I could ever dream of making, but like it's all about just like, going on that downward spiral with like drug addiction, drug abuse, and like just how awful that lifestyle is. And the music like sounds like it. and I was just like so inspired by that. And you'd think that with what I did, because my brother, that's how he abused a lot of substances, so like you'd think that kind of music would be like a bad reminder, but it almost was like a comfort, because to me it was like it helped me kind of understand his brain.
Yeah.
And sort of be like, okay, I guess I can sort of find kind of some solace in this like sound, like in this kind of yeah. So I don't know, I just kind of made songs, and I normally come up with the track listing like before I actually write a lot of the songs. I don't know, it's a weird process. There's like no like rhyme or reason to like anything I do. It just happens in its own like fashion. But yeah, so like I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, no, I mean, I had the idea, I had the story, and I had the flow of it in my head. And so as it went by, it was just like the kind of sound that I was making, that kind of dark, eerie, sort of like setting a scene, like a weird, creepy scene, was just like the kind of vibe I was in. So I would like just sit down and make a beat. Lots of times I made most of those beats high. Was just the reality. I'm not like and then it's just like, oh wow, okay. I don't know. And then a lot of the lyrics I wrote, like I hate saying this because it sounds so fucking corny, but like the truth is, like my best and most honest lyrics, like I don't think about writing it. Like it just kind of comes out.
It goes on the paper.
You know?
Yeah.
It really does. It's kind of like an in-between freestyle where I'm not like going off the dome rapping it, but like I'm not thinking about lyrics. I'm just kind of sitting there and I just start typing, you know?
Yeah.
And like I have a verse. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting, like, because like, yeah, it's like I barely even control it sometimes. It's like, it hasn't happened recently. Like I haven't written a song in a long time, but like when I was doing that process, yeah, I would just like write a verse and it'd be like, wow, that's like sad.
Yeah.
And there was a few like a lot sadder songs that I cut. Like I had a song called Numb, where it was just like, and it was just like so like drony and whiny. Like I've been numb, and it's like, no, come on.
Yeah.
Too sad. But yeah, I don't know if I really answered your question.
No, I think you did. You kind of hit on all the points here, and it definitely sounds like you put a lot of thought and emotion into it. So that's definitely, I don't know, it's kind of nice to see the curtain kind of pulled back there and stuff to kind of understand the process and stuff.
I painted the cover art too. That was an assignment for studio art. Okay, that class, okay, you can totally fucking, it's such an easy, I don't know why anyone does this. Okay, if you're in Shorecrest and you want to take an art class, listen, do independent study. Because if you do studio art, you just have to do like all the random ass assignments. And like, I love Miss King so much, but she assigns the most bullshit assignments that are just like weird and confusing. If you take independent art, you have to make one like painting the entire semester. So I just fucking dilly-dallied and
Easy
did one
money.
project, and it was, yeah, and it ended up being the cover art, so it's like pretty.
Yeah,
easy
I did see that sitting on your kitchen table for a
dude.
solid few weeks.
a few months, man. I dragged that shit out.
Well, he killed two birds with one stone, so.
Yeah, it was a cool way to do that.
Yeah. So I think I could say that Lucas and I have yet to listen to any of the songs in the album yet. And so I was just wondering, like, if you'd be comfortable with maybe since we got the rhythm, I think, set up beforehand, would you be comfortable like streaming maybe one of like your favorite song or the song that like kind of best represents the album or kind of your title track or whatever? Would you be comfortable doing that? And then Lucas and I can kind of give feedback on it, and you can talk about it a little bit more.
No, I don't want to. Fuck you. Yeah, totally. I think I'm gonna play this song. So the song is called "Tired," and in the process, in like the story of the album or in the flow of it, it comes towards the end. It's like the third to last song, and it's just like it's kind of like the realization moment where it's like, okay, I gotta like kind of fix myself up, really start taking responsibility for myself. So yeah, I'll play that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Tired. This is a beat I produced. I produced 6.5 out of 12 of the beats.
Just got a car, treat it like Cardi, we take it to Mars. Fuck all the problems, it may not be flawless, but nevertheless, we gon' take it real far. Thinking this gon' be the day that I start acting mature, working for tomorrow. If I want a future, I'll stop being stupid, I realize I gotta work very hard. Yeah, I ain't been focused on shit, I just been slowly adrift, flow with the wind. I got no hope for my kids, life is a hopeless abyss. Oh, what a myth, I've had enough of the tricks. I just want money, that's it, I'm done being sick. I got my head in a ditch, I need to better myself. yourself, the rest is his day. Step out and wait for the better days. Give yourself time to get away. Sit down and cry or listen to vinyls. Either way, you've gotta pray. I've been so gray, head in the clouds. I'm stuck inside cause all my deadly surroundings got me contemplating everything doubting. On the run, I'm trying not to fall down. I improve, I don't fuck with fools, bitch, I'm not with you, check the dudes, I invent the tunes, throw a rectitude, I ain't cool to no people who don't contribute to, that ain't true, all they really do is talk that shit like, ooh, bitch, I'm moody, I'm also moody, I'm not your dude, I don't usually come off this road, I feel like a goon, talking doomsday, I'll bring it today and run your cruise fade, doomsday, it's coming today, like, what's the move? Been on the chase, using anything to get my escape. Can't keep up inside this rut that I'm stuck in. It's getting ugly, I just wanna create. Tired of every day being the same. Tired of people saying they can relate. Tired of feeling so tired, I'm trying to be more inspired before it's too late. I need a break, give me some time. Always acting like I've been doing fine. Shit I'm carrying is bruising my spine. Y'all don't care, just think I'm losing my mind. Kill my dreams and I've been killing these bars. Been through deep shit, never will it be gone. Think I'm stopping for a second, you're wrong. Y'all can off up with the level I'm on. I'm so tired of living in the demise. Hoping one day my eventual start. Getting fired up thinking about the light. I'm gonna try to fuck it out of the dark. Been inspired ever since I arrived. I can feel it weighing down on my heart. I ain't trying to take me out of this life, so I'd rather just take off in my car. I don't know, like 6 out of 10, kind of mid. Yeah, that's that.
Oh, that's... I guess kind of my initial thoughts are... I definitely can see the kind of... Lucas? That's not very nice.
Sorry.
I'm quitting music.
No, I definitely like... I feel like the production in that one was definitely a lot better than some of your other ones, Dante, so I'll just give you props for that. I definitely like the... it kind of fits the mood and stuff, so yeah, that one was pretty good.
Thank you. Likey, that was good.
Lucas, what's your feedback?
Yeah, pretty much what Isaac said. I mean, honestly, the production is way better than... I don't want to say it's better than your previous stuff.
It fits like a tone.
Yeah.
It's like my last music. That's the thing. So I deleted all of my old music off of the major streaming services except for Fiendtown and Airplane Mode as a single because and I mean it's just like I feel like it's just like those were like songs that I made and this is like feels more of like a part of me, you know. It sounds so fucking like full of myself. It's just like no. So I'll say one last thing. We can move on. But like the interesting thing about that first like verse because it starts with like a vroom and then like just got a car. I wrote that like as soon as I got my car because my parents got me a car for my birthday. Like a little before a week before my birthday, so it was like a total surprise. And just the night, like I was so it's like it having that car like definitely picked me up out of like the rut I was in. Like it really helped. So like. I took it for like the first joyride of the night, and I was like, as soon as I start going, I just kind of like picked a rhythm in my head, and so I was like, oh shit, I got to park. So like I pulled over as soon as I get this new car, and instead of driving it, I just like kind of wrote that verse. And then it's like how I said before, like I didn't really think about it. I was just like, oh, just got a car, you know.
So it's like, there you go. Yeah, that was most of the song you wrote in your car the first time.
Like that first half before it goes into that beat switch, yeah, or that first like third, I guess, yeah.
You know, I And that's that's another thing with the improvement over the production and stuff. I definitely like prefer songs in general that like you know have more interesting like I guess, flow to them. You know, it's not just like one static
Like a
rhythm.
structure.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they kind of flow.
Yeah.
And, you know, they can
like,
get
almost
quieter.
always-
There's a more emotional section. You know, there's a more hard section. I don't know. It's just definitely,
Yeah,
definitely smarter, I think.
Yeah, like I focus on actually giving the song structure. This is a bad example because this song didn't have a chorus, but like every song except 2 of them has like a chorus, and like so it's like rather than just kind of me rapping over a cool loop for like a minute. And
Yeah.
I definitely focused on making like more kind of full like songs, and rather than just like ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think, Tarren?
Um,
Or was there not? That wasn't your first time listening to it, so.
no, I mean, I've been the fucking. I get a text message from Dante every time he makes something or works on something new for the past few years. So
Yeah, you're like my go-to.
I've heard the improvement over time, and it's, I don't know, when I'd say like 30 seconds into that, I was, if someone else unmuted to talk over a little bit, then I would have too, but you know, I didn't. It's just fucking impressive. You know, like I was gonna say, like, it just sounds so much more refined, and you know, you guys said you don't want to say it's better than the old stuff, but it's, I mean, I'm speaking for Dante here, but I'm just gonna assume it's good to hear that there's improvement. You're allowed to bash on somebody's old actions if you say that new ones are so much better.
Yeah.
And it's just undeniably better, you know.
Mhm.
I joke about what Rita being the best Ginzo song. It's obviously not, but in a sentimental way, sure. But you know, yeah. But it's just been impressive seeing the evolution, I suppose.
That's part of the journey.
Yeah, and I guess you're kind of asking my opinion on the song in general, and I'm just talking.
No, this is
about
great.
All of Ginzo. So yeah, just it's just nice. It's cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man.
No,
guys, come on.
And it sounds. Oh god, I don't know. It's since the first time I've heard that song. You know the main loop of the beat. It sounds so much like a fucking Binding of Isaac level. It's I don't know why. It's all I hear.
Because like I have my moments, but I'm really not like a great producer. Like I sometimes can push out, but like 90% of what I make is just like garbage. So it's just like the really good shit that like shines through.
Mm-hmm.
But like no, it's like most of the melodies I make, I just like I find some loop and then I like I don't know, I like reverse it and see if it's cool reversed and then like pitch it up so it's not just like the same exact thing. So
yeah,
I didn't like make the melody per se, but like I created it from an already existing melody with like very basic like oh reverse it, that's cool, trippy.
it works.
Thank you.
It works.
We always joke that Tarren's like the buddy in my corner that will like humble me, you know, in case like we always make like say it's like the fucking like in the movies like when it's like the two buddies, the two friends are like they're like doing shit together, they're going good, and then one of them kind of like makes it and then becomes like a big ego like asshole and just kind of gets entrenched in that, and then it's like the other friend is like you've changed, man.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like Sam and Frodo. Like I'm acting under Sam all the time.
Yeah. I was thinking like South Park. There's an episode where they get good at like Garage Band, and then like Stan and Kyle are like Garage Band kings, and then they just parody like that old trope. Yeah. It's also like fucking Rowley.
Rowley.
Don't call me. Don't come over. We're done.
That's the one goddamn time, right, where the movies are just for real, literally better than the books. Like the first 3 Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies are just so good. They're so fun.
Roderick.
They are pretty good.
Yeah.
I never saw the third one.
It was good. It's really good. I'd say the first one's probably my least favorite just because I've seen it so many times, but Roderick Rules and I believe the Dog Days were so good.
Yeah. No, I remember it being
what
weird.
do you have to say to women?
Oh,
sorry, women.
I'm sorry, women.
It was funny though, because Dog Days wasn't the third book.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I remember being such a fucking nerd about that. Like,
yeah,
God,
it's wrong.
The last straw.
The last straw
was the last straw. It was green cover, and that was my favorite book.
Was the last straw that good? I remember really liking Dog Days because it was the first one I read, and then
Dog Days is so nostalgic.
I liked The Ugly Truth. It was the purple cover.
Yeah,
Ugly Truth came out when we were in about 5th or 6th grade, and I you guys might remember this. Actually, I don't think you went to Brookside, Lucas, but Isaac
Yeah.
and Dante might remember the big Greg Heffley cutout that was in the Brookside Library
Yes.
when that
Yes.
and he was sitting there like holding an egg, and
Yep.
it was in the fucking like corner of the library, and it was so awesome to me as a kid. I just wanted to steal it.
Bro.
What a great little series.
7-foot Greg.
Yeah, it probably wasn't that big, but as a kid, it felt that big.
Yeah.
It was just like Greg Heffley was at our school.
Dude, okay, what was the one like the winter days or whatever, when it's like a light blue cover and they just get
Cabin
snowed
Fever.
out? Yeah, that shit was so comfy.
Yeah.
I always think of the scene. I like, you know how you just kind of picture yourself in like scenarios. Like I always pictured the scene where like Manny, they discover he's hoarding all the food, and like they just do like a shot, like he draws it's like Manny's room, and there's like a pizza box, like cookies, like
That was the okay.
That's
I can-
unironic.
man, that sounds so
Hate
comfy.
Manny. I hate Manny. I would drop
It's a baby.
heavy objects on his head. Dude. I
He's a
hate
baby.
that.
Here's the thing. That was the first moment in the entire series of Diary of a Wimpy Kid that like it stopped being kind of realistic in that sense, and it started
Wow.
becoming more of like this is literally like the mind of a fucking psychotic human of Greg Heffley.
Dude,
Like,
we all had that
obviously-
phase where we just realized Greg Heffley was an actual sociopath.
Yeah.
We thought we were like so woke. Like, guys, Greg Heffley's actually like like checks all the marks for like sociopath.
Okay. Think about it though. Think about it this way. Okay, like the ugly truth. Like the worst conflict in the entire book is when like the maid gets fired because she like invites all the other maids from like the neighborhood
Oh yeah.
to like over to their house, right? That's like kind of plausible, reasonable, and that's like the same with all the books before that. But then like what reason of like no, it's not like Manny would not fucking cut the power to the house in the breaker box and like hoard everything for days on end. Like, that's not
Maybe that's one thing that I think the movies did better, is because your main character, of course, doesn't need to become a good person by the end, but Greg Heffley in the books was a fucking sicko, and he remained that way. But in the movies, I guess it was just more believable, and it was nice seeing little Greg's development. You know, it was kind of awesome.
yeah.
Versus in the books, he just does. You know, he's pretty static character.
Just a stagnant asshole.
Yeah,
I need to watch the movies again, man.
they're good. They're
Yeah, I need to see 'em
They're
again.
just so fun.
Taryn, we have so much shit we gotta watch, dude.
Oh my god, that one time I went over to me, Sam Wells, and Isaac, and maybe Kyle. I don't know, when we watched all of them one day just on a whim because
Wait, which ones?
Kind of entertaining. You, Sam Wells. We watched just all three of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies just randomly. This
Oh
was the same
yeah.
night as,
Yes. Is this the Louis
as
Anderson night or?
Louis Anderson night.
Holy shit.
Because I was watching something and Louis Anderson was in it, and I'm like, hey, that looks like if Isaac was like fucking 300.
Oh my god, I forgot that guy's name, but I think about him often.
That was such. Yeah, that
Remember
was.
we met him?
No.
What? No, that's Bill Hare.
Bill. That's a whole other legend.
Oh.
That's a whole other
Right, I'm
legend.
thinking Bill Hare.
Yeah, there's Bill
But I
Hare.
think maybe you might have mixed that and when Louis Anderson liked one of my Instagram posts.
That was
Like,
legendary. We thought we like lost our shit when Louis Anderson just like. Would you say something like "I love Louis" or something? It's like.
No, I
Yeah.
edited a picture of Louis finding diamonds in Minecraft.
Oh
And I
yes.
said, Louis finds diamonds.
It's in Minecraft.
And he liked the post.
Dude, Taryn has like a Taryn actually has like a pretty significant like digital footprint. I remember he made a dumb. It was I felt so like cool because Tobuscus had like made a tweet. I don't remember what it was, but
It
like
was about fucking Biscuit Nugget Biscuit 2.
yeah. So Tobuscus makes a tweet, and then
Oh my god, I remember this. Okay.
I said I take a screenshot of the tweet and like I message it to Taryn, and then Taryn takes that screenshot and just
And I
puts it over a
overlay
picture of
Morty.
Pickle Rick,
No,
and then like
Pickle
that-
Morty.
Pickle Morty, and then doesn't fucking I think like your Lord and Savior meme Jesus just like found it online and like posted it.
Yeah.
somehow, right? Yeah,
That's so
And
stupid.
as a young kid, you think that's like so cool.
that's like maybe the least significant thing ever, but like you're like, fuck, that's cool.
Yeah.
The meme guy knows us.
The meme guy. Your Lord and
I remember
Savior
that one
meme
night-
Jesus was like the default in like middle school, like the
Oh,
go-to
yeah.
meme account.
He reigns
We talked
supreme
about
in
this
middle
for like an hour on Suiter's podcast, but
Did we?
Instagram meme. Yeah, remember we talked about Instagram meme accounts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but man, they're
They're
good.
pretty unfunny.
Dude, there nothing more upsetting than when you go to like the Instagram comments on a post about like rap
Oh my
music.
god.
Because okay, first of all, they all have bad takes. Second of all, they're all incredibly sexist. It's wow, dude. Okay, do you want to ruin your day? Go to like a post about like a female rapper, and just click on it, and like all the comments like who, like and it's like like this, or like okay, like Lil Mosey. Listen, I'm not listen.
Oh,
Can I go there? Am I? Can I?
of course, but like,
Okay.
it's just so upsetting. He was our one representative from
Lil
Washington.
Mosey was the only, because Macklemore just doesn't count. Lil Mosey was the only guy we had to represent our city, and even then, I'll say this publicly, mid. Okay, Lil Mosey, fucking mid.
Blueberry Fig was a good song.
Okay, he had his
Where
one
is
hit,
catchy?
and then,
It's very good.
anyway, so recently he got charged with rape, and like he didn't even show up to like the original court hearing or whatever it is. So listen, innocent until proven guilty, yes, but it doesn't look good for him. And just given his okay, I'm not gonna make a full statement, but it's like the fact that you see that and then you go into the comments on a post about it, and every single comment, which they all have like hundreds of likes, are all just like free Mosey, fuck that bitch, trying to ruin his life. Like, Jesus Christ, you guys.
Just immediately, not disregarding.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Well, I didn't know you were an SJW, Skinzo.
All these feminists trying to take down the man. Like, no, maybe he just raped somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's like that, and then EDP 445. That breaks my heart, dude. I can't. It's like, why? It's literally like caught in 4K. Like he's just straight up a pedophile. Like,
Was
it's
anyone else shocked how fucking large he was? By the way, I don't know. I thought he was like skinnier than that.
No, he's a big dude.
Jarring. Yeah.
You know what's funny? They made so many
big.
He's like big, weld big. They made so many fat jokes at him when they were like interrogating him, and then the camera guy was like as fat as him. Like, how are you gonna do
I
that?
know, I saw that. That was so funny.
It's like, and like the guy, it's sad too, because like that same guy who was like exposing EDP, the white guy.
He's a
like,
racist, right?
A piece of shit.
Yeah, he's also like a
racist.
racist.
So it's like no side. It's just like the whole situation is messy.
Also, from what I heard, they might have done like more harm than good in the way that they went about confronting him.
Yeah,
and the fact that they gave him like some pretty decent legal defenses that he can take due to how they just like came at him like that. I don't know much about it, but
it's like, why would you make that shit like content? Like, just call the police, dude.
yeah. It like messed up their investigation, right? It was like they couldn't really pin him on anything because
something. Yeah, because
really, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, they should have brought somebody that could do something besides just say things, because that's all they did.
Yeah. They called it after the fact, so it's just it's all like you said, it's a whole mess. The predator poachers or whatever it was, they also got taken down too because the guy was a racist. So it's a whole thing. No one wins. No one wins.
Yeah, it's all messy.
Oh man.
So how about that weather?
All right.
Wow, how fucking about it, dude? I don't even care if that was a joke question. It's awesome, dude. It's feeling like it's summer's right around.
Summer's coming, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It hope is
so
coming.
good.
It's gonna be white boy summer like we've never seen before.
I don't know if you can say that.
Can I say white boy summer?
I think
it's gonna be a. Wait, if I just okay, I was gonna make it worse. It's gonna be a pleasant
summer.
Yeah,
it's gonna be very diverse summer with
I
all.
was gonna say like it's gonna be like a pale
inclusive
summer.
Like, it's like worse.
Fucking ghost summer. Lucas, are you gonna have to fix the PR after this? You're gonna have to get the PR team on this.
I'll manage the PR.
Okay.
Oh god.
It's fine.
Public radio.
Yeah.
Totally. Good job.
Oh man. Well, I mean, looking at the time here, we have actually been going quite a while. Hour 23. So, I mean,
Hold on. We have to make it to full 1:30.
you think so?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
since we have
Right now we're
we
talking-
have
Any
two
closing
guests,
topics?
we have two guests.
Guys,
we can do a little longer.
I'll freestyle. Fuck that. No.
I mean, you'd be so embarrassed afterwards, dude.
Oh man. Because like
You would
because I
yeah,
also
Isaac, like edit it out, bro. Please, come on, dude.
I also can't freestyle, so it's just like, yeah, no, thank you.
It's all good. We won't ask you to
Our
freestyle.
freestyle.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. Like, all right. It's funny because like I'm a hypocrite, right? I'll say that straight out the gate. Wait. Oh, you know, I know what to say. No. I know what to. I want to tell the story of how I started rapping because it's really funny. So.
Yes.
So okay, go back to freshman year, Dante. I had it's like December. I had literally never considered picking up a pen and writing a song. Like it was just not an idea. I was like obsessed with rap. I was still very much in that phase, like at the height of it. But it was like I wouldn't ever think to do that. And Lucas just fucking one day, like this straight up, this is exactly how it happened. Fucking Lucas walks up to me one day. This is the exact exchange. Oh, hey Dante, I worked on 2 beats for the album. I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, we're making an album together. And I was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, start writing songs. And so like literally that's the origin story of fucking Ginzo. He just tells me to like that we're gonna make an album, and so I should start writing songs. So I did, and look where we are.
Yeah, so actually, Dante, you still do owe me 20% royalties on
Yeah.
your past 2, all of your songs you've uploaded.
I think that's $2.
Literally, because I've made $20 with streaming.
Yeah, I mean, money's
So,
money.
yeah. Money.
is money.
But like, okay,
Go, Matt.
so where I get lost in this story though, this origin story, is that you and Lucas never actually released an album together. Like,
No.
No,
Lucas, you
life-
say a lot of things. Lucas, you say a lot of stuff. You once convinced me that. You once told me that Drake produces all of his music, and I believed you for like a while.
No, Dante, I was totally fucking with you. That.
Yeah, I know.
I was like trying. Okay, I knew that you didn't listen to Drake at all, and like I didn't really listen to Drake either, and like I was kind of getting into like the memeing of like hip hop and like rap and stuff on like Twitter.
Yeah, this was before I really like understood the culture or anything.
Yeah.
about
So
it.
I was like, I'm gonna fuck with Dante. I'm gonna say, yeah, no, he makes all of his own music.
yeah, we were listening to Hotline Bling, and like at the time I was saying like, like this is a great song, like Drake, good beats, and he's like, oh, he actually produces the beats. I was like, oh, okay, maybe he's actually pretty good. No,
It's the same thing with me saying Kendrick or Logic was better than Kendrick Lamar. I really tried to convince you, and you got so upset.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Okay, you can ask Tarren. I was such a slave to my own like interests because I was such a snob. Whenever I would like get into something like with film, when I first got into film, Tarren, it's like I acknowledge it. I was insufferable to watch movies with. Like what's a movie that we would try to watch and like it just like I would just ruin it by being like that shot is.
I'd say the one time your mom had to text us to quiet the fuck down because we were watching JoJo and Dante couldn't like handle if there was a character with any like writing flaw in it. So we got in an argument over if Kakyoin from Stardust Crusaders was a good character. And it was like we were yelling at each other.
I don't think we've ever truly had like gotten an argument about like a real like
No,
real
yeah,
shit. All of our arguments have been like about a fucking like TV show or like when we play Smash Bros. Like that's the only time we get angry.
I think for Dante's birthday, like when we were in like elementary school, he got like a little like a Doctor Who TARDIS or something.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to see it, and Dante didn't like want me to see it or something. And
Like, I think I did the thing where it's like you can see it and like just hold it out.
And we got like
hold
mad at each other, and you fucking threw like a workout ball at my head. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like one of those
And
big like
I was
bouncy
dude,
balls.
Listen, Tarren. In my defense, I was aiming for Skylar.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, yeah, I was definitely like the angry white boy who punched holes in walls. I never did that. What are you talking about? No. Yeah, no.
You would
No, but
Dante's room, there's posters, and if you peel them back, there was always a hole behind it.
Well, that one wasn't me, but I've learned to. I still have those like. Well, I don't really have a much of a critical lens anymore. I still want to make shit, but like I can turn my brain off.
You remember
It's
when
mostly
Nathan
off.
just stole your poster?
Yes. Okay. Fucking. Okay. Oh, that's crazy though about it. Okay, so Nation, our buddy, love the man. God bless him. just literally, I had like my beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy poster from Kanye, and I'm looking at it right now. And like it belongs to my brother, like really meaningful, and now it's mine. And like he gave it to me, and then Nishi just like fucking took it. And
I was cracking up as he like peeled it off the wall. I thought it was the funniest shit in the world.
And he would have just kept it too, if not for the fact that I went over, like, who knows, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I just like see it. And I'm like, hey man, you took that from me, and also it's ripped. He ripped it, and I'm looking at it like the rip is still there from this fucking guy.
So
God
good.
bless him.
So you just didn't notice for like a while that it was just gone.
I don't think I had it hung up. I think it was just like in my room. Yeah, so he just took it. Yeah, no, if it was hung up, took it off my wall, that'd be fucking. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So his Bo Jordan's actually here, right? Like he's listening to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Cool. I love
Basically.
He actually stands behind me while we do this and listens in.
Make
just, like,
sure
breathe in your ear.
nothing wrong being said.
Yeah.
God, he's like doing something right now. You know, like isn't that weird? You ever think about
Sleeping.
Okay. Can't you just picture Bo having one of those like lazy? I'm not saying like one of those lazy boy chairs where like after a long day of work, he comes home, takes the belt off, maybe cracks open a beer or like a seltzer, and just like he leans back in his fucking awesome leather chair, like
exhales really loudly.
Yeah. He pulls the little lever, it kicks his legs out. He like kicks the shoes off, wiggles his toes around.
It's just living life.
Just creating a reality.
I mean, that's just life, That's just when you're mid 40s. That just sounds pleasant, Getting off the day of school, letting off or work. You don't do school when you're 40.
What was the origin of that picture of him holding? Was it like him holding a big block of cheese, or like a big loaf of bread or something?
What?
And he's like smiling super big. Do you not know that photo?
I don't know that photo.
Holy
What a
shit!
jolly guy.
I have that photo on my phone. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to our little text.
Okay.
This guy's gonna need to pull his editing job and slap it over the video.
It's really like this is. I got this photo like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Wait, send it like to the chat because I want to see it.
Yeah. Hold on.
Joe Gordon.
Oh my!
Joe Biden.
Do you guys get texts from military recruiters?
Yes.
I have one. I talked to this about Dante the other day. Like, I just have one sitting in my my requested. I just don't I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna because they're always like, "Oh, are you interested in the military?" Like, I'm not gonna accept and say no. That's awkward. I'm just gonna ignore you.
I think it'd be really funny just be like, no.
No, I had one in my requests, and he's like, "Have you ever considered the military?" And I didn't check it, and 2 months go by, and he messaged me again, all sad, "Did you just not want to talk? Are you there?" And then I ignored him again, and then he unsent them like a sad kid.
That's
and
so funny.
So bad, but it's no, dude, I'm not. Wow, he really is.
He was thirsty.
He got a big cheese right there.
Dude, he was thirsty.
I've had multiple military.
Wait, where is it?
I responded to each of them in different ways.
In general.
Where is it? I posted it to our little.
The Instagram.
Oh,
chat.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
He's a jolly guy. What can I say?
He's a good man.
Little feller.
Good for him.
Oh, look at him! What a good guy. But were we talking about Taco Bell earlier? Were we gonna fucking go into
Hold on.
that?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about military recruiter. Then we'll talk about Taco Bell.
Oh
and then
yeah.
we'll
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
First of all, I've had multiple military recruiters on Instagram DM me and do all that stuff, and I respond differently each time, just to kind of see what they do. And so my favorite thing to do is to go to Google Translate and type in "Look at you, you stupid idiot! You have to use an internet translator to read what I'm saying."
That's
You're
really
so
funny.
And then I translate it to Korean or something, and then I send it to them, and then usually they see it, and then they don't respond anymore. Other times I'll do ASCII breaking the messages and stuff. It's just stupid stuff like that. But then
Among Us ASCII art.
exactly.
Submit Python code. Just
Yeah.
And
One
then
time I
one
matched with this
I
girl.
actually did respond to someone. I'd be like, "This is why I'm not joining the military," and I gave him a list of reasons, most of which were conscientious objection and like the lawsuits that are constantly going against the military for sexual harassment, stuff like that. And he's like, hey, at least you're original, but here's why you're wrong. And then they give me a list of reasons, and I was like, oh my fucking god. This
There's
is
a brick
not,
wall. You can't argue with that.
this is not normal.
Why are they so thirsty?
It's crazy because I saw this video a while ago where it was like some guy in the military was just going around to all his like military buddies asking them like he like put the camera, it's a TikTok, and he's like, okay, if you could say one thing to your recruiter, what would you say? And he goes to like 20 different military guys, and all they say every time it's like, if you could say anything to your recruiter, what would you say? And then they go like, fuck you, or like, how, like, you tricked me. Like they all say shit like that. I was like, wow, that's like scary.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kind of a side. Sorry,
Yeah.
you go, Dante.
No, yeah, I mean, it's like you prey on these like kids that like don't know what to do, and it's like, okay, so like, come like give your life to a government that doesn't care about you. So, go on.
Yeah. No, I was like kind of changing the tone here, but it's like still related.
Yeah.
The funniest bit on the new Eric Andre movie, Bad Trip, it's really good.
Oh yeah.
Fucking when he goes up to the military recruiter, and like he's on the street, he just like goes up to the military recruiter and he's like really depressed because like his friend like left him or something, right? And like he was like, man, you gotta just send me to a Middle Eastern country, man. Just let me die. Just let me go to the front of the lines and just fucking let someone shoot me. It's just so fucked up, and he just does not know how to react. It's so good.
That's so funny.
It's just so awful, but it's so good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have to talk about Taco Bell. Very
Dude, me
important.
and Tarren have a great history with that place.
So,
I'm surprised
so
you
my
didn't get a
old
job
house-
there, Dante.
I would have. Well, okay, so like my old house was like, I'm not gonna say the address, but it was right by a Taco Bell. And so like when we would come home from school, we take the same bus, and like the bus stop literally stops like 10 feet away from Taco Bell. So we had just this long period where like after school, like every day, either we would walk there or like on the bus. We would just go, get a little drink, chill there. Then like Tarren would walk home or something. I'd go back.
Oh,
home.
I'd get a like medium Pepsi. I'd refill that motherfucker like at least.
Oh yeah, I'd get the boss blast, the cleaning supply drink, and it was just like that was like our hub, like it was our little like spot. And then so like with Nation, okay, this is my favorite story. So it was me and Tarren and Nation, and our go to was the 12-pack, like that was our shit. 8 hard shell, 4 soft shell, because I was a soft shell kind of guy. And so we would get the little 12-pack, we'd sit down, and over time, this one guy that works there, Jordan, I remember his name was Jordan. He just, I don't know, he was just like cool. Like, they didn't give a fuck at that Taco Bell. Everyone there was probably stoned. And so at a certain point, this guy Jordan would just give us free stuff. So the first time, like, we're having a 12-pack, we're sitting down, it's like, there's like one other guy in the store, and we're just sitting there eating, and then this guy who works there, walks up to like the counter, like from the kitchen. So right now Tarren's getting like picking up a straw from like over the other side of the place, and as he's getting that, this guy walks up who works there, Jordan, places like a bag down at the table, like I think like winks at Tarren or like kind of like like
I think he whistles or something.
Yeah, whistles, like gets your attention like over to the bag, and then Tarren doesn't know what to do, so you like, or maybe it was Nation, but he just walked back over and just like, I think that's like for us, because there's no one else in the store. We're like, it can't be, dude. Like, there's no way. We did not like order anything. Like, no one. Like, a few minutes go by, no one gets it. So Tarren just goes up and grabs it. And it's just like 4 more tacos or 2 more tacos, and then Tarren, remember with the drink?
What?
Oh, so you go up to ask for like, no, I think I go up to ask for like a cup of water, because I just genuinely wanted the water. And then, so the same guy, Jordan, just, like, hands me the cup and is like, yeah, okay, you can have a water, and, like, does air quotes, and, like, just hands me, like, a medium soda drink. I was like, I just wanted the water. And he's like, do your buddies want a, quote-unquote, water, too? I was like, yeah.
Dude, that Taco Bell's so awesome. One time fucking Nation and I go there, and it was, like, 2 in the morning, and we were just walking, because, when you can't drive yet, going on a walk at, like, 2 in the morning with a buddy is so much fun.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yep.
It is, and you just talk about random shit. It's like you talk like how we've been talking for the past hour.
Just good combos.
Yeah, so we didn't. I don't know why we didn't consider the fact that the interior of the Taco Bell would be closed. And we're like, oh shit, is the drive-thru open? And yes, it was. it was still open. So we just walk through the drive-through, and they take our order, and it's all good. And we're younger, so we thought it was fucking hilarious. And we show up at the window, and this lady like opens it, and she looks so fucking mad at us, like pissed. And then she says like, we can't serve you actually because you're not in a car. Like, what the fuck are you? We're right here. You already made
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, well, I would have to call somebody and like ask. And I'm like, okay, like no, you don't. But all right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then so she says she can't give us food, and she leaves. And then like a little bit goes by, like 20 seconds. I don't know. And I don't think it was Jordan. I think it was just some new worker there. And he's like, yo, I already made this food. If you want to come out front, I can just hand it to you. You know, like, I don't care. And so we go over there, and he gives it to us, and he gives us, like, a free extra, like, taco or two, and 2 free, like, whatever.
Cinnamon rolls?
Yeah, and 2 free drinks. So he just fucking gave us, like, a full extra meal and some drinks, just because he knew that his boss was such a, like, hard ass. And it was fun. And then we walk home at 2 a.m, and we watched all 3, or at least we got through probably 2 of the Cars movies and snacked on fucking Taco Bell.
Sounds
it was
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't get why. Like, I've had that same thing happen where I just like think it'd be funny just to like walk in the drive-thru, like with my friends and stuff, and they get like so pissed for some reason. I don't get it. It's like I'm still a customer, you know. You can still like it's not that hard.
It's like you're turning a profit by feeding me. It's only a benefit to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember, dude. Okay, fucking Kyle. When me and Kyle were buddies, like, I remember we went to Taco Bell one day because like we were having a sleepover at my place and we were gonna get Taco Bell, and so we get a 12-pack because I was like, you gonna eat a few tacos? He's like, yeah, I'll eat some tacos. So we get a 12-pack. We go up to my place. Just right up the hill. He ends up having 1. My dad eats 1. And I'm like, well, fuck. They're not going to be good the next day. So I ate, I don't know, 9 tacos. Kyle had like 2. I ate 9 fucking tacos. And then, that was funny. That was also the night that we got a Fortnite Battle Royale. That was when Fortnite was popping, dude.
Hell yeah. It's a good old days.
Classic times, dude. That's
so many classics.
Huh. Tarren, like, we could do a whole other episode of just fucking callbacks, dude. The fucking Carmel and dog.
I know.
The cutaways.
Oh yeah.
Just reminds me of that time when went to the town center.
Just reminds me of that time I'd eat 9 Taco Bell tacos. See that? You're so fucking fat already.
Hey, no, you'll kill yourself with the carbs. Yeah, fuck you want. I can't do like whole lines. I can do like a word. I can be like Brian, but that's a
Brian.
That's all
Brian
ever said as stupid.
Because I can't do anything else. Like Brian, we have to. No, like literally, it's awful. You have to suck my dick, Brian. It's the only way we can go back in time. No,
that turns into South Park. It kind of turns into South Park at the end.
Yeah.
But overall,
it's
pretty good.
Documented on my Instagram the time when me and Isaac went hiking to Mount Pilchuck. That was the first time I had Taco Bell in my life.
It's just actually good, dude.
It's
it opens a new door when you first have it.
Burger King is easily my favorite fast food place.
Okay.
So,
everyone shits on Burger King. It's one of the best fast food places.
Yeah,
Dante and I got in an argument. I said in like a group chat, "Oh, what's better, like Burger King or McDonald's?" Because I wanted to like argue with people that Burger King's better. Because Dante was like, "Oh, McDonald's, Burger King is fucking disgusting." And I said, "How long since you've had Burger King?" He said, "I don't know, like within the past year." And I said, "No, you're lying." And then he was like, "No, dude, I swear to fucking God, I've had Burger King and it just wasn't good." So then I was like, "Okay, I'm forcing you to come to Burger King with me." And then we were going, and he's like visibly excited, and he's like, "Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've had Burger King in at least like 8 years." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, of course." Like, I'm not shocked because
we got McDonald's and Burger King. We did a taste test. We got one fucking. Did we each get like a?
Yeah, we got a quarter pounder from McDonald's and we got the Whopper from Burger King.
Yeah, okay, that's roughly equivalent, I'd say.
Yeah. Those like the staples. They're the staple items.
It's the signature. Yeah.
And so we do a taste test. first, and we're sending these videos to like our group chat at the time. It's just like, first we take a bite of the McDonald, and it's like, okay, pretty consistent. McDonald's won on presentation because it looked a little more pristine.
It tastes a little watery though,
It wasn't, yeah. And tummy feel. The tummy feel wasn't the best.
Tummy feel wasn't as good.
And so it was like, okay, that was a pretty solid experience. And then we open up the Whopper. It's like this. Like, first of all, that shit was like heavy. Like, it was a good, like in a good way. Like, it was like
it's a dense burger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so we each take a bite, and
and we throw our heads back.
I'm like, oh, dude,
the Whopper is fucking so good. And then
banging.
If you go to Burger King on Wednesday, you can get a triple fucking Whopper for $3. It's so killer. It's so good.
That Burger King does better. I'm gonna list them out.
The fries are so good.
The fries are so fucking good. They taste like real potato.
Okay, good ass fries. Okay, why the fuck does Kid Valley not salt their fries? Like, what an asshole.
Do it yourself.
Burger King is better value. Like, McDonald's is kind of expensive, Like,
Burger King, if you don't have the app, it can be pretty pricey.
If
like,
you
just
get
a
the
Whopper.
Burger King app, everything's so cheap.
Yeah, but if you don't and you just buy regular, a Whopper is like, I don't know, $7-8.
No.
I'd say like
There's
4 or 5.
No, it's like
you get 2 Whoppers for $5.
if you use the app, but if you just go there and order a Whopper,
you don't have to use the app for that. You just go through the drive-thru.
No, Dante, there's like a duo build your own, like where you make 2 burgers for like $5.
Right.
But dude, I think here's the thing: you eat. It's exactly how I described it in that car that day. We tried them. You eat a McDonald's burger. It doesn't taste like a burger. It tastes like McDonald's. You're like, okay, I'm eating McDonald's. You take a fucking bite of a Burger King Whopper.
It sends you back to the fucking family barbecues.
It's like you're at like the beach and you just got a nice burger.
The first bite of that Whopper, it was my fucking.
It was the scene from Ratatouille.
That was literally what I was going to say. That was literally where I was going. No, it was like I take a bite and then I just like fucking back at the Civic Club having like family barbecues, fucking
transports you.
It was beautiful.
I want it so bad now.
And then like a few days later, like a week later, we get him again and we're just like standing on his porch, just fucking like
appreciating it,
throwing the head back.
And it comes with a drink, fries, and a burger. They just have the perfect meal, dude. You feel so complete.
You're really hyping up Burger King. I'm kind of in the same boat that Dante was because I just haven't I haven't had Burger King in like a few years, and I have not really fully I guess dipped my toes in the water. I guess
be like me.
You should go to Burger King.
Yes, okay. We all 4 could go to the Burger King. And we could buy the 2 Whopper meal or something, or even the fucking 4. We could just get a 4 Whopper meal and just eat them. They're so fucking good. I'm down to go to Burger King literally whenever.
That Burger King bite was my fucking red pilled moment.
Red pill. Based.
Burger pill.
Dude, Isaac, get red pilled. Get Whopper pilled.
Whopper pilled.
Burger pilled.
Burger King pilled.
Well,
you know what the best thing about the Whopper is, though? They
that?
know that, like, unlike every other trendy burger spot or McDonald's or shit like that, they know that to make a bigger burger, you need to get wider and not taller.
Yes! I've been saying this, dude. Why the fuck do they make tall burgers? No one wants that shit.
Stupid.
Send it back.
Make a wider burger.
And it's so chewy at that point. It's just gross.
You gotta open your mouth wide like an alligator, man.
The seasoning on a Burger King burger.
Today, me and my mom were getting burgers. We were getting burgers today, and the option was like Kid Valley or this place like the Savage Moose by our house, which we've been meaning to try.
It's not bad.
Apparently the burgers are supposed to be amazing. I get the fucking signature burger. It's like a fucking 3/4 pound fucking patty. And listen, I had a good experience, but let me tell you, that shit dry. That shit was dry. and that's the thing I credit Burger King with so much, because they got the lettuce, which is a good crunch, a good kind of refresher. It's got, I mean, Tarren doesn't get this on him, but it comes with like the mayo or ketchup or whatever. And it's like, it's not fucking dry. It's just, dude,
it packs
okay.
The Burger King bites back.
Quit.
Tarren, can I pick you up after school tomorrow to go get Burger King?
If I am home tomorrow, or yes, like I probably. if not on the weekend or something.
Can we plan this out for the 4 of us? I might be able to
Yes,
drink it.
absolutely.
That'd be great.
Sounds actually
Quick question though. Is the Burger King, like Whopper or whatever, is that on the same level as Five Guys, or is Five Guys still in another league?
Five Guys
Well,
is a
Five Guys isn't like
different.
fast food, so I don't think it should be compared because Five Guys is better.
Yeah.
Yes.
it's kind of fast
but
food.
It's different. It's like what Tarren was saying. Like you have a McBurger, and it's like I'm eating McDonald's. You have a Five Guys burger, it's like I'm eating Five Guys. You know, but you have a Burger King burger, and it's like, dude,
It's
I'm
like
It feels
I'm
authentic.
I'm home.
You're sent back. You're happy.
It's just it's serenity by Burger King.
Okay, I'll try and describe it. You guys, you ever been to the beach and they're fucking grilling burgers and you're like 10 and you don't even know who they are, but they offer you, not in a creepy way,
Catch
but
like
like,
your pops or something.
yeah, and they
Just-
give it to you, and the breeze on the beach kind of makes the burger like a little cold, but you bite into it and it's like a good cold. It's like it tastes like you're at the beach eating just such a pleasantly. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just a perfect burger. That's
it's a good memory of a meal.
Yes.
And the cheese is so good too. It just
Yeah, this is really. This is honestly like the most like highly I've like heard people speak of Burger
because
King.
everyone shits on Burger King because they don't know. They
Hive-
I
don't
just
know.
don't get it.
It's a hive mind against Burger King.
On God. That was a bad rep, dude. And listen, I'm
Dante was one of the fucking androids that followed it.
Yeah, dude, I was
Free
fucking
thinkers.
Blue-pilled. I was Leo.
Dante thought free thinkers upon hearing about Burger King. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh my
man.
god.
well,
Opened
it
up my
changes
eyes.
your life, dude.
It does.
It is.
It rewires.
It's like when you finally. It's like, you know, when you finally accept God into your heart.
Yeah, I know exactly how that is, man.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. I guess, yeah. Fuck, man, we're
Damn.
almost to 2 hours now.
Wait, what's the time on this?
1:50.
Oh, come on, we can do 2 hours. No, that's cool. That's a good segue though, because I just said like accepting God into your heart. Can we?
Whoa!
I would like to. No, I'm kidding. I would like to ask you guys: have you accepted Jesus Christ in your?
I'm getting around to it.
Yeah.
No, truthfully though, I'm starting to be comfortable with like using the word God, you know, to describe whatever I believe in. You know, it's like, and I'm not shitting on. Can I go into religion? Because I'm not gonna.
No, it's strictly forbidden.
Gets the TOS.
Serious.
Oh, okay. Wait, actually.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I respect.
worried.
Episodes
So
ago,
yeah, I respect how anyone, whatever way someone, dictates their life. I have full respect for that. But I was always the kid who like, you believe in a big man in the sky? You're really stupid. But like, it's not about that, you know. It's like, yeah, it's just like we all believe in something. And so like I've always been a guy who just I believe in like energy, you know, I'm one of those assholes. No, but it's like I've reached a pinnacle where it's like I'm comfortable calling it God, even if I don't subscribe to a specific like organized thing or go to church, you know.
Dude, whatever makes you happy, that's just what it should fucking be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be some huge
Sure.
argument. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
some fucking war starting thing. It should just just fucking chill, man.
yeah.
Just vibe. That's
Yeah.
kind of like when he had, if you guys listen to Porter's episode, he definitely talked about a lot of like this kind of thing where he was like exploring like his spirituality. Like he wasn't born a Catholic. His family didn't raise him Catholic. He just like found that religion like over time and stuff, and like just by researching
never thought
everything.
that.
So yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, man. It's just however you guide yourself, and if it aligns with a certain like, I could totally see myself in the future finding some sort of religion. Like I don't know, like the Jamaicans got some cool shit going on. Like Hinduism, like that shit's dope, man. They did a
that
study.
unit in freshman year was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hinduism and Buddhism was a great. I was so interested, but no, they did this study and they found that like they were studying brains and like whose brains produce the most serotonin, and they found that the most like highly, you know, the happy drug or the happy chemical, the brains that produce the most serotonin like in like a big sample base was like that of like monks. Who just like
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of
Kinda
that.
Boring though. Like, I'm sure they're happy, but I don't think I could do that and be happy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna become a monk, but it's really interesting, like true, just like inner like happiness, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
No
they're
matter
devoting
fucking
their
what.
life, and they feel like their life is like worth something. You know, that they're doing something with their life. Their life has purpose, and I think because if you're a monk, you're like committing your whole life to it, right? And so it's like,
it's like big. You gotta be like on that if you're gonna do that. Yeah, no, it's just like, yeah, I think shitting on the ideas just kind of doesn't. You don't really get the point, you know?
Yeah.
Just like yeah.
You're
it's
also
just
not
guidance.
moving anything forward. You're just causing.
Yeah, you're just a dick. Yeah, you're just a dick. You're not actually like you're not challenging the status quo because no one's actually. Yeah,
I'd say
you know?
that point stands less when it's stuff that does affect, like in obviously we're not going to get into this, but when it does affect government, and stuff like that, then it is something that needs to be challenged, and it is something that needs to be discussed. But generalization, just people living their life how they want, that's something that you don't need to challenge. That if they're not hurting anybody, then fuck it, man.
yeah,
it's like when these days when I picture like someone who's like, I don't know, Christian, like, I'm generalizing, but in a good way, because I just picture like, I don't know, I picture a mom who like maybe she didn't raise her kids religious specifically, or maybe she did, but just as just like uses it as guidelines, be nice to kind to your neighbor, or whatever the fuck they say. It's just you take the stories, whether you believe that they all are real or not, but you take these stories that the books tell you. Funny books tell you.
These books tell you to believe these stories.
Well, it's like, I mean, if you think about it, like every good, like, I don't know, kids show or even like adult shows, everything has a message. You go back to any like, I don't know, I watched Adventure Time again recently, like a lot of it, and like every episode, and same with like Gravity Falls or whatever. Like every episode, there's just like a little, and say SpongeBob, like every episode, there's just a little message in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean. That's what this. Stories in the Bible are, it's all
Some
about.
of them are fucking cool too.
Yeah, I mean it's an epic. No matter how you look at it, real fiction, whatever you want to take from it, they're incredible stories. Like no matter what, yeah. So it's very, what's the word? Close-minded to just look at it and go, "There's no big guy in the sky. I'm cool."
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, yeah.
Don't watch it like I do.
There's definitely stuff to learn from religions, even if you don't like subscribe to them, because like like you were basically going into, there's you look at the whole philosophy of like what they're I guess what they're trying to live by, and it's like, hey, this is just you realize that like this is just how you be like a good person. It doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to answer the cosmic question of the whole universe. It's just like you can just be like, I can do this and my life's happy, and maybe that someone else's life is happy, So it's just, yeah.
And people are like so dumb. It's like they use science to argue against the It's like, it's not, what was the quote? It's not the question of how or why, I don't know, but it's like, it's just like you arbitrarily attack, the type of thinking that isn't even exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Right.
Just let people be happy, man. Fuck you.
And it's like, nobody really knows for sure. So it's like you can't really disprove anything that, you don't know.
All I know is that I knew nothing,
Yeah. And it's like, we'll probably all find out when we all pass and stuff and figure out, what it is. It could be
or it'll be,
Can that be our last? Can that be like, can we all say what we think happens when you die, and that be our little?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start with
You first.
Yeah.
No, not me first. You guys have been fucking having
Okay,
a huge
Ginzo,
conversation
start.
about this.
Ginzo.
Oh no. Okay. One of the interviewers got to start.
Okay, Lucas, start.
No. I want to go last.
Okay,
Oh my
I'll go.
God, you guys
I'll
are
freaking go. I'll freaking go.
All right.
All right. I on it like do you want the real answer or do you want the silly fun?
Yeah, just go. Just
Okay.
Straight up.
I'll be straight up. I honestly
have it.
think that it's pretty boring. I think it's just like you're kind of in an eternal sleep where it's just like, when you're sleeping you're not really conscious and stuff and you don't really remember anything. It's just like that but forever. That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. Like I just don't really see anything, that would happen afterwards, just because, there's nothing that I've experienced or felt and stuff, and my family raised me like Christian and stuff, and this is just kind of me kind of going off, I guess, their beliefs and whatever. It's just like I don't know. I feel I guess that's kind of a pessimistic way to look at it, but at the same time, it just makes the most sense to me, because it's like, yeah.
I think I could probably go next just because I think I share that view. It's like, fuck, I don't mean to be like, I guess that's what you're saying. I mean, it's like
it doesn't have to be a pessimistic.
There was nothing that I can recall before I was born. I don't think there's going to be anything after. I think the cool thing about religions and stuff, pretend you believe in, like, you'll be reincarnated one day, and that you want to, because stuff like that drives people to be a good person. You don't want to be a shitty person and end up being a fucking ant,
Yeah.
You want to be a good person and keep moving up that ladder. And so I think stuff like that, it drives people to be good people, and that's great, but I don't think that's actually how it is. Or similarly, going to heaven or hell, it drives people to be good people because they want to go to heaven, which is great. There's also the flaw in that where it's like you're basically wanting.
Part of me looks at that as
like scaring people.
You're kind of living in fear rather than living in your life, which is all that you really know is that you're like here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's very selfish of a lot of religions to be made up on a system like that, of where
it's fear-mongering.
If you don't do what we want, you will suffer for eternity. Like that's that side of it is fucked up. But the side where it's if you're a good person, you will see good things like that. I think overall it's probably a good thing, but but me personally, I'm much like Isaac. I just, realistically speaking, in my brain, I just don't see anything.
Well, and there is an optimistic angle to that where it's like, it's just simply you have one life. You got to live it the best you can because you're not gonna know what happens next, or you're probably not gonna remember anything. You just gotta live it to the best you can.
Yeah, carpe diem, live in the moment.
And no matter what happens, just fucking you said, you only have one life, possibly. So why risk it, spending it not doing what you want? Why risk it being okay? I have one life, so that means the person next to me only has one life. Why would I mess with their one chance they get? Why wouldn't I also be kind to them?
Yeah.
Just fucking, who cares what you believe in? Just fucking be nice. Oh my god. Like this, I feel like we've said this like quite a few times. But holy shit, dude, just be nice. Grow the fuck up. How are people still like assholes after middle school? Get real.
Some people got bitter souls. Lucas, you wanted to go last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I'll go. I've always been. I think I've been pretty spiritual and with no attachment to like any established religion or anything. But me and my mom have been very spiritual over the last couple of years, and kind of shared that kind of similar mindset with each other. So I'm someone who I just believe like that, like whatever you want to call it. If you want to call it God, I believe that whatever this like force is just this kind of eternal consciousness that kind of exceeds whatever we. I feel like I'm sounding like I'm just saying a bunch of big words to sound smart, but this is just how I think. Like I feel like there's just this kind of consciousness and this just kind of force of nature that kind of exceeds any reality that we kind of see. So like I think consciousness is something that it doesn't pertain to a specific like soul.
I think we lost you.
They just zoomed.
Got zoomed.
Try. I'm much rethinking this.
There he goes. Dante, we lost you for like.
Are good now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. You lost me as in you not following what I was saying. Like I just sounded like a dick.
I think Dante's fucking moving on into the afterlife. Actually. So let's hope he was a good person.
Well, I'll finish off then.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay, go on, Dante.
Okay.
Even if it's bad, just fucking struggle through
it. Oh my god, it's just falling apart.
I just believe that there's kind of just this like fuck issue.
No, you're good. Go on.
I'm gonna start talking. It's gonna be bad.
Let's go.
Was
Let's
that
see.
good?
Let's just see. You're good so far.
Okay, I'll just do too long didn't read version of what I was gonna say, which I thought was gonna really fuck. But anyway, I believe in reincarnation in the sense that I think consciousness is something that exists in everything, and personally called the kind of energy.
Dante, I'm really sorry.
It's just dying at this point.
Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on, let me try something.
Okay, Lucas, you just go while Dante's figuring out his internet, and then he can go.
No, I'll save mine for the very.
God.
Wait, guys, I'm gonna reconnect.
Okay. God, this has been fucking awesome, hasn't it?
Yeah,
This is
hearing the like robot voice is like struggling to hold.
yeah, it's
on.
like holding on.
That shit is so awkward in Zoom. Like in class, I grit my fucking teeth whenever that would happen to a student.
Yeah,
It's
And
awful.
you can just see the teacher like awkwardly smile.
they're just like, we lost you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Kinda.
Kinda.
So
Alright.
Your mic got worse.
Yeah, I know. I connected to my phone.
Okay,
All right, just it'll be okay.
finish
Go
it
on.
off. We're almost done.
Am I cutting out, or can you just hear me?
You're just
No, we can
quiet.
hear ya.
Let me turn you up.
Yeah,
Oh.
turn me up.
Okay, there you go.
Turn it up louder. Okay, fuck. Okay. I believe that there is a consciousness that kind of exists in everyone and everything, and that's what I would personally call like God. Is just this kind of force that no one can really explain or understand, but it's what gives us life. It's what gives us like this kind of consciousness, and so I think it's something that lasts forever, even when maybe your physical body dies. Like there's still this kind of consciousness that gets exuded outwards, and maybe you just become kind of embedded in everything, or maybe your that consciousness goes back, goes into another like life. So like reincarnation.
Like the basic kind of principle of energy, how it's not created or destroyed or anything like that. It's just kind of there.
Like that's what I would call God, is just this kind of energy that exists in everyone and everything, that just gives us life and gives us this like perception that we have. And so I don't really think reincarnation is on this sort of like, Greg Heffley like coolness scale. Like
Yeah.
if you do good things, you become a better life. Because how can you determine what's better? Like maybe being an ant is like tight to some people, So I think it's just maybe who knows. I think your life energy just gets spread out just into everything, and then maybe it's just what fuels. Oh, my AirPods are dying. That's why I was cutting out, huh? Yeah. So it's just kind of I just believe that we're all there's this energy that exists in everyone, and it will always exist even if your physical body dies.
Okay.
Well, that's like a perfect fucking middle ground of pessimism and optimism. That's just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. It's good.
So, I'll say what I think happens when you die.
Okay.
There's a big spaghetti monster.
Ah!
I think what happens is that you kind of, maybe it'll be sudden, maybe you'll know what's happening as you're dying. Depends on how you die. But you'll kind of just, come back to clarity, kind of sitting in a room, and, in that room is like one door. So then you walk through that door because it's the first thing you do. That's the logical step to take, right? And then past that door, there's another room. And in that room is, a table. There's more stuff. There's a table, maybe like some stuff on the table, like podcasting equipment and stuff like that. And so then what you do is you kind of sit down, you start, talking with like the other people that are sitting in there. And then they say, they start talking into the microphone as well. So you kind of talking to the microphone as well. And they say, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the TeenageClub Podcast.
You're dead. You've been dead the whole time.
You actually
Yeah, we
died
are gone.
cardiac arrest
We are
before this
gone.
podcast. And that's the end of this podcast. So super nice to talk to you guys. Love you.
It was definitely a longer one, that's for sure. But I think the runtime it kind of made up because like we talked about a lot of different stuff, and I feel like it'd be an injustice to kind of cut off some of the stuff we were going into because it was, I don't know, it was good.
Yeah, and the truth is, boys, I was dealing with a bit of a not so fun family situation right before this podcast, and I was kind of considering like rescheduling. I was like, I can't do that again. But then this conversation like definitely helped. It was like a great time. So
Yeah.
it was
Awesome, man.
awesome.
I mean, we had 2 people. They're usually 1 hour. Might as well make it 2 hours with 2 people.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
think it worked out. It was fun. It
Yeah.
fucking flew by, dude.
That
Yeah.
was a great. Yeah, that was a really good conversation, boys.
All right. I'll just hear from each of you. Dante, Tarren. I guess starting with Dante. How would you end things here? Like, what would you say to the people?
God, I thought that was a fucking dark question.
I'm going to the temple.
All right, Tarren. What do you say to the people?
Wait, no.
Dante
Okay,
can go first.
I would end things by saying, I hope you're happy. Be kind and listen to Fiendtown.
All right, Tarren. How would you end things?
God, how do I end things?
Thing.
I wish, dude. Fuck it. This is awesome. This is so much fun.
Nice.
I fucking be nice to people.
All right. Well, definitely a good note
That's
to
it.
end on.
Just be nice to people and yeah, fucking listen.
All right. Well, if you guys are listening to this point, we love you so much, and we will see you in the next one. All right. Bye.
Bye there.